How's it going? How goes it? How goes things? How goes? I don't know. I'm back. It's another stream. I guess technically unplanned. Obviously I was planning to stream today, but yeah, as mentioned in my tweet, MathWiz got sick. So she even if she streams today, it'll be her birthday stream. But even then, that doesn't seem super likely. So I just figured I'd play more Kingsfield 2. I was thinking like, do I do something else? It's like, no, I'm getting close to the end of Kingsfield. I want to play more Kingsfield 3. I said 2 earlier. It doesn't matter. Um, but anyway, how's everyone else doing? I'm doing good. Unfortunately for MathWiz, but nothing we can do about that. It happens. I'll probably get sick at some point and not feel like streaming. Cause like that's the worst thing about getting sick as a YouTuber, especially if you get sick. Like I've got it's happened like 2 or 3 times since I started YouTube, but I've gotten sick specifically in a way. Not even the craft store soon will stop you from finishing ReZero Volume 12 today. Nice, nice. Good luck with that. So I was, but yeah, when you get sick and it affects your like sinuses and stuff, it messes up your voice. So like I remember not being able to like record videos and stuff. So I couldn't even like work on stuff while I was sick or whatever. It sucked. This is not the where I wanted to go. It was where's the I'm just trying to find the mine. The dwarf mine. So because I did go through my guide, I made a big list. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. So I made a big list of um a lot of items and stuff that I missed. That's the title of me missing a lot. I don't, oh, where am I? This is the right area, right? Yeah, this is the right area. Okay, I just went the wrong way. Because yeah, I figured I'd go here first because there's the dwarf guy, and there was a couple items I missed. So I will get those. This is not the right way. So yeah, so obviously not much has changed or happened in the last couple days. Though that said, I guess I am doing a pretty good job of getting stuff out because I did yesterday. I recorded the next Mushoku Tensei discussion. This is not the right one, and I edited a chunk of that earlier. So that'll come out next week probably. So I don't know, between like 2 solo streams, the Code Chaos in the Den discussion, and oh hello, this is not who I wanted to talk to. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Let's go like around, I guess. Yeah, that door was locked. Okay, I have to go all the way around. Unfortunate. If I had done it right the first time, I wouldn't have to backtrack do all this backtracking. But yeah. So yeah, that's why I missed a lot of shit and get to go back and mop that up before I go to find the secrets of Orlan, I think it was, and then go into the final dungeon and finish the game properly. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm expecting, if everything goes well, because like I'm thinking if I do like one stream for the mop up, one stream for the final areas, or and then one stream for the final area. Maybe it'll be 4 streams, but that's more or less what it's looking like. Is 3 to 4 streams, and it'll be finished and moving on to Shadow Tower, which I did make sure I have a ROM for because I wasn't planning to play it, so I didn't download it back when I did my Kingsfield stuff. So but yeah, everything's looking good for the future. And also trying to wrap up some stuff before the end of the year. Like, I was planning on watching Kamen Rider Gachard, but then it's like, I definitely am not going to be able to finish it before the end of the year. So instead, I'm just going to keep going with this, because I was like, I don't know, with Kamen Rider, I'm probably just going to, like, catch up to it every year. So I'm watching a lot of the Geet stuff that I missed, because I stopped. So I'll like, yeah, finish that. And then, yes, this is where I wanted to be. Well, I should talk to you, I guess, to see if you finished my other Prometheus thing. Oh yeah, there. Cool. You're really pushing it here. Okay. Let's get armor. Probably has the best. Yeah. Okay. What was I talking about? I completely blanked. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I don't have attack or don't have stamina. But yeah, what's the thing I talk about? I don't know. So yeah, oh yeah, Kamen Rider. Yeah, I'm watching Geats right now. And when I finish that, I still have the One Piece Worship Island arc. Then I have the I finished Kira Kira Precure a la mode already, so that's one down. Then it's I feel like I started something else that I need to finish. Oh yeah, I finished Magi Lumiere, the magical girl show today. Not that I was super into it still, but I did. I'm probably not gonna watch season 2. I'm probably just going to read this is what I was looking for, Dwarf Key. Okay, I'm probably just gonna finish the read the manga eventually, because like I don't know, the most interest I got out of it was just the some broader things about and I might talk. I have a video concept I might talk about it in, but if I do that, it'll be after catching up to the manga. There's no real point in me watching the anime when I know I'm not really gonna enjoy it. So yeah. Dwarf Key. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the grave. Ooh, yeah, nice. Of the dwarfs. Rest in peace, Rology. Okay, yeah, see, this is the actual. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'll take that. Eat some power fruit. And so yeah, now I have the another bow, so I can get rid of my other bow, the large bow. Oh yeah, the One Piece. Yeah, I guess to talk about the chapter a bit is because like, you know, obviously people, is it Shanks or is it an imposter? Oh my God, it's Mr. Two. That would be weird. You know, because obviously I've entertained the idea of it being like maybe a relative of Figurland Garling, or something. Because obviously the one in the Marijo we saw the scar, but we haven't seen the scar on this one yet. So, but then if it isn't, it could just be, you know, someone, you know, could just be Shanks, and that's interesting too. Like just he's the fucking elder, the magic circles. Hello, excuse you. So yeah, that's interesting. This is a save point, right? I'll save real quick. No, this is yeah, this is where I was trying to go. Yeah, so and then, you know, good chapter setting up, I guess, like a generational conflict with the you know, pillaging and looting things being a bit out of dated, and now they're not even like swearing, like they're little good elf boys and girls. So okay, I just want to see if I had anything to say about his bow. Okay. But yeah, and also obviously just constant new characters, which probably aren't going to be super important, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so now the fun part. I get to go back to the path of death. So it's push-up time, I guess. Because I was like, oh, I need this royal key. Apparently, I missed that you get the royal key. I get it. I missed the Ichi's key. It's there. Where was the path? So path of death should be. Oh yeah, no, I want to go here. Oh, there's something else I can do here too. If I pixie map. Yeah, I want to. So first I'll save. So okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the library is neat. I'm curious as to what the mechanic of the books shrinking down in size is. Because it wasn't explained in this chapter, which is that's fine. But I just had a little curiosity just because it's he usually explains like, oh, this is a plant for why the world works the way it works in some capacity. I did notice that I don't think we got that explanation yet, but obviously I'll read the official in tomorrow. It says the guide says if I have 250 health and I don't look down, I can survive this. So I'm gonna leap of faith. Oh no, I went too far. Ha! I survived, bitch. I saw the ocean and I was like, dead. Could have been B, but it wasn't. Nice. A wrecked ship, okay. Cave. Smuggler's Cave. Tome of a Samurai. Oh yeah, like the dead samurai in a Melanat. Oh, crystal flask. I'll take. This is a dead Nola Bagel? No! No! This is Nola, isn't it? She left Oh, because I can't think of... hold on. No! I think it's Nola I didn't expect that! Because they get her fucking name wrong. But okay, I didn't expect a fucking Kingsfield 2. And I guess, this is the samurai sword from Melanat, maybe. Oh, man, so I guess, like, with Necron dead, she tried to come back home, but she didn't make it. Fuck! Well, I didn't expect that. I had looked at the strategy guide, and it's like, oh, okay. Ryuga. Okay, so with the Capricorn, I have, 83, 76, 38. $135, 016. I'll use it for a little bit. No harm in that. Except for softening of Elba. Yeah, oh yeah, I guess that's true. Cause that's right. Usopp was inspired by the giants and their honor and masculinity and stuff, and heroism. But I didn't think about that. Okay, now we want to go from here. We want to go west. But let's see. Yeah, okay, there's that. Oh yeah, I'll refill my gold flask. Next time I refill my flasks, I can fill this new crystal flask. Okay, here's the fun part. Path of Death. Also planning on finishing Sword Art Online Gun Gale, or Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Season 2 today, which I haven't been enjoying it. I forgot if I mentioned it yet or before, but that's still going. Yep. Okay. All right. So I know where I want to go. I want to go to the south, the far southwest, and that'll give me the royal key, and then I can go back to the north area and use the royal key. So oh boy. Just gotta be patient and careful. Oh no! Okay. Okay, yeah, that's already taken care of. Oh, no, this is the wrong way? Hold on. No, there was a secret wall, right? Yeah. Okay. This is like the most dangerous place in the game, so I am not I'm trying not to take it lightly. Nice. Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. I know. Samurai sword. Ah! um, let's see. Oh. Enjoying the first season. Yeah, the first season was fine. I mean, my thing with it in general, because I really like SAO. So my thing with Gun Gale or SAO alternative Gun Gale is just that it's like, for I think a lot, because some people say, oh, it's the better SAO or whatever, and ow. And I think I understand it to a point, because it's like, what they don't like about or what they like about Gun Gale SAO or SAO Turn of Gun Gale is that it's the parts, it's SAO but without the parts they don't enjoy. But for me, it's SAO without the parts I do enjoy. So I just kind of like, for me, like and in exchange, it's like, well, for season 1, it's like it was okay, I guess. Like there was some character stuff I get, but season 2 is much more focused on the playing of the game, and it's not really that interesting. So I just don't really, I haven't really been interested in it, and yet I continue to watch. Yeah, you. I'll be back for you. Hey. Oh, that's why I didn't see this guy earlier, because I was like, oh, I didn't know one of these guys was there so early, and it's like, that's why. Because he just gets fucking killed. And yeah, I guess as far as next season though, I'm watching Kinnikuman Core 2. That's definitely happening. I'm watching Mahosekai Precure Mirai Days, which is the sequel to Mahosekai Precure. So it's the second of the Precure sequels, I guess, which is cool because they're. Oh boy, where I thought I went. Is it not the right place? No, it's not the right place. I need to go further south. There it is. Okay, trying to remember, there was another, Whoa, that went right through me and I didn't get hurt. Awesome. Okay, cool. Now, yes, this is where I missed before, or maybe I did find it, but I didn't find the, or no, maybe there's, hold on, maybe I just, yeah, there's 2 fucking secret doors, that's why I didn't find the key. Yep, royal key. Oh shit, hello, sir. Yeah, Parmagia is the it's an anime adaptation of a game in which Hiro Mashima did the character designs. This is bad. Ah! How did I dot? I don't know. That was wizardry. I figure I might as well try it. I don't know why. I'm probably not gonna play the game. I don't know why. I'm pretty light on seasonal. Oh no, because I guess most of the stuff I'm gonna be watching is like, there's a lot of Western stuff. That like I think we're getting yeah, What If Season 3. Not looking forward to it. Am I gonna watch it? Yes, but I'm not looking forward to it. And then there's the hold on, I'm trying to think. Because, yeah, the royal key was over that way. Okay, there was... And then, I was talking about just days. Yeah, because I've been watching it, but, or reading it, rather, since it started. Oh, wait, what? and I'm not gonna watch it because I tried watching because I thought it was interesting, like, because I've now been following Jump for so long that the series that I like now the series are starting that I have been reading since they started, like for like, yeah, Sakamoto Days, Mission Yozakura Family, Witch Watch, Undead Unluck. So that's kind of neat seeing that happen after so long. This is what I was looking for. But after watching Mission Yozakura Family and Undead Unluck, I kind of what's it called? Like, I don't know, they were fine, but they didn't really like reinvigorate my love of the stories or make me super interested in them, if that makes sense. Oh, there's a whole ass secret passage. Okay, I'm just looking at my out of game map right now. Oh no, they hurt me in the. I didn't think they'd hurt me if they weren't moving backwards. Ah, fuck. Okay, well, I think. Oh no, I guess. Okay, well, this will let me keep the key, so I'll sacrifice the Dragonstone to let me keep the key. Let me do my push-ups. Okay, and I'll just go back, and that'll be an easier way to get. Okay, that was my mystery trap. And I'll answer your question in for a second. Give me 10 push-ups. No, you give me 10 push-ups. No, I'm the one who does push-ups. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. 8. Oh yeah, the other thing I did this week. Oh, no, I think I talked about it. I put up my yeah, I already talked about that. Me putting up my preferred fan fiction on last time. So let me issue key. So let's see. No, yeah, Yozakura, I didn't really like. I like some of the voice performances, but it really didn't do anything for me as an adaptation. Like I understand why it didn't really catch on. Or get a lot of discourse. I mean, there was a little bit at the start where it's like, what? They get married in the first episode? I'm like, yeah, they did in the first chapter too, like 5 years ago. Like, and then where Undead Unluck had a needed adaptation, but it was Hulu locked, so I don't. And also my thing with Undead Unluck is that I do like it, but I mostly like it after the turning point that happens midway. Like the first half is okay. But I was just like, sure. And then it definitely got more and more interesting and everything before it came recontextualized. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. I see what it's going for now. And both of them are almost over, by the way. Like they're literally like Undead Unluck is in its final battle, and Yozakura Family just finished its final battle. So, yeah, that's happening. But anyway, so yeah, with Sakamoto Days and Witch Watch and stuff, it's like, I'm gonna want to re-experience these stories, but it'll be in manga format when I reread them. I'm sure. Where the anime, I feel like, even if they're good adaptations, and I'm sure they will be, or at least to some, there'll be benefits to the adaptation, I think, or whatever, or good aspects, I'm sure. But I just don't really feel the need to like watch them all, like I started with Yozakura Family and Undead Unluck. But anyway, are your future projects related comics going to get input people? I'm aiming to. I mean, I know some. I do know people who are. Oh shit. I do know people who are knowledge about comics, so it'll mostly be what I gather. But I will like so for my comic book adaptation or comic book accuracy video, I did I bounced off videos off my friend Johannes, who he knows more about comics than me and stuff, so I just sort of, and he pointed out some like recommended me some adaptations, and we bounced ideas off of each other, just so so which I found helpful. There it is. Okay. Yes, a new room. This is what I was looking for. Okay. And then so yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could like find a YouTuber who has some things to say, um, uh, by going on my way. But yeah, and if there's any videos related to the topic that I think might be worthwhile, maybe. But I don't know. I do already know someone, so I feel like I don't know. It depends. Like one thing I'm definitely interested in is like if there's a topic I'm going to cover, is there anyone who's already like talked about it somewhere, and what do they say? Like, because I don't really want to make like redundant videos. So so yeah, knowing about those would be fine, but I don't specifically plan to reach out to anyone, at least not yet. Which and even though I did, like, there's only so many questions I could ask if I haven't like researched the topic yet. If that makes sense. Am I in the right place? No, oh, it somehow linked back. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that's the thing, because I mean, with Yozakura, even though they finished the final battle, like it started with the slice of life stuff, right? Like 50 chapters were like basically season 1. Ah! Ah! How am I not taking any damage? I don't know what's going on. No! Ah! This is bad. I'm not being very careful. I don't understand this room, and I got thrown for a loop. Okay, I got it. We can leave. That was I think, if I remember, it was like I'm not actually going to use it, but I did want evil ring. I just apparently it like increases your magic power, but you take more damage. So not really probably not going to use it, but I have it. That's what I was here for. Now we go to oh, Quist. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So anyway. So yeah. If that's the reason why I haven't made the announcement yet, because I did. I forgot. I did forget. Like it's like just because it's quote unquote like finished this final battle, it's like it could still go for another year. Oh, oh, interesting. I didn't think about how they even though they put a fountain here, they put it here to teleport, so you can teleport it, even though they didn't they removed the healing water. So but yeah, we're Undead Unluck. I also feel like they're still in the final battle, but I feel like it's going to a climax. So but I guess I don't know how that, because it's like I don't know. I do like the idea of like I'm perfectly fine with them seeming like they should, or like going on a little bit farther just to give them more resolution and whatnot. So who knows? Because I reading the last couple chapters this week, I was definitely thinking like, oh, I guess we're gonna get the end of the we're because like they've only been doing like 2 new series, because I guess there aren't as many promising ones. So I just had the thought of like it would be interesting to see one where like all the series that are currently in the magazine keep going, and it's the ones that are over, right? Like so like so 2 of the at this point longer ones, Undead Unluck and Yozakura. And like Yozakura is what the second longest run regularly in the magazine. Obviously Hunter x Hunter being ow, you. Is that like a trap that triggered because I was looking for this? Yeah, cool. So let's see. I remember vaguely the stats of this one. Triple Fang, my beloved. Yep, this one's just better. This one's just straight better. Holy shit, it's so much better. Except, it even had, and it does oh my god, look at the holy damage, Jesus Christ. Because yeah, so the elemental damage comes from the bracelet, but holy fuck this. Okay, yeah, so this is, I think this is also just flat better than Accelerator. So I was like, oh, I got no Accelerator, but it's like no, yeah, this is just better. And there is one more thing I need to take care of here. Yeah, that trap only triggered because I triggered it. The spike trap. Because I definitely noticed, because even though it was like 2 spears instead of the 1 in the what's it called, the Passage of Death, it was 2, but they still did lower damage because it's earlier in the game. So yeah, and yeah, what else is? Because as far as jump goes, I'm definitely more generally speaking, I'm more interested in the Jump Plus series. You know, like obviously, Drama Queen came up with the most drama. It's been the only one I actually talked about, but like, you know, AU Keycon had, or Hero Organization had a pretty good first 2 chapters, with good, I guess, setup and payoff, I suppose, to say it without spoiling it. And you have one doing a series with Bug Ego, where I don't know, the main characters are kind of pieces of shit, and it's like I don't know, interesting premise with just weird shit happening through the life, the weird idea of life hacks, and Monochrome Days. It's like, it's a manga about making manga. Of course I'm gonna like it. What do you know? Oh, they said something about like holy damage can break this. Does the triple thing just have really low reach? Because see, the guide says like a sword later can break this, but we'll tell you when you get it. And then I looked it up and it said apparently a whole weapon that does holy damage can break this, but because yeah, and then which is weird because oh, wrong one. I was trying. Oh, hey, it worked. Okay, cool. Ooh, neither. Which sword's better? So this one is 128, 76, 98. Oh, nope, not that. Oh, this one sucks. Yeah, no, it's not good. Which is funny because apparently you get it at, or like, I guess you can get it earlier. Maybe it's good at a certain point, but Triple Fang is strong. Okay, so now I go back to the poison path. So I'm going to equip my silver. Oh, I already got my silver equipped. Let's see, ebony bracelet. I like globe amulet. That one regenerates my health, so I'll just keep these for now. And then I have so many antidotes, it's fine. Ishia's key. Then we go to Ralugo. Anyway, but yeah, I'm still trying to I'm keeping up with everything in the main Jump magazine. Shinobi Goto's fine. What else was relatively new? Is there anything I particularly like? I'm struggling to remember what else there is of the newer series. Himigoto is sure is a rom-com. It's fine. I did drop Hataraku, I think, the gamer, the one where they develop video games, because it was just not grabbing me at all. Hey, are there no monsters here? Yeah, I guess the monsters are gone. Oh no, this is, or no, yeah, there was. Oh, never mind. I take it back. I was wrong. You're still here. I'm trying to talk to you. He's still talking about the Lake Noel, but he's a little behind on the times. Okay, what else? That said, I feel like with Triple Fang, I could probably do a lot of work in the the final dungeon because even it's stronger than Accelerator was, and Accelerator. So now even if I get it back to max level, I don't need it actually. So, oh, that was a weird delay. So yeah, hold on. Let me. Okay, yeah. So I want to hold on. What? Damn, half the poison was farther back than I thought. Okay, there's E. Sorry, I'm just comparing this map to my map. Okay. Let's see if I can even go where I hope to go. Should be towards the end, but yeah. Wait, no, I was just right. Oh yeah, I'm not even close. Never mind. Okay, I should be able to use the internet now. There we go. Yeah, see, I heard something. So, oh yeah, this is where I fought the Quelaag, or the spider monster. Isn't it nice to not be stumbling around lost? Excuse you, I can't attack you. Stop screaming at me. That's it. Yep, I recognize that. So I guess this is our Aladdin place. Okay. Do I need more Aladdin's keys than the ones I have? Oh shit, that might not go well. Maybe I could I could probably take him out though. No, I can't. Uh-oh. I might have to come back. Ghosts. Ah! Use magic. Where'd the other ghost go? I thought I saw something. I was like, is that a flat ghost? I've come to know your truth, though I am to impart grip. The land of the what? Okay, that was cryptic, and I didn't really understand it. So I'll have to find more notes, I guess, and piece them together. Okay, another Aladdin's key. Okay, this might not be the place to go quite yet until I find out where to get a bunch of Aladdin's keys. Because I think I bought one. Like, I bought it once I saw it available. But then that was like, then I found another one just on the ground somewhere. Because I'm pretty sure I don't have any more, right? Yeah, I'm completely out of Aladdin's keys. Oh well. Yeah, I guess that's all I'm watching next season. Farmagia, Kinnikuman, and Pretty Cure. Because I mean, there might be some shows that sound interesting or whatever, but I'm not really gonna. At least not at present. I'm not planning on going out of my way to check them out. Oh, cool! I got another Aladdin's key. Sweet. But anyway. Oh, hey, I recognize you. Ah! Easy, GG. Do I need to put Aladdin's key here? Oh, yeah, okay. Let me also, I'm gonna use my fire crystal. Oh, aw. I don't need that. I don't think. Unless there's someone else turned to stone. Maybe I'll find one. That was a waste of a key. Let me use... It's dark. Oh, well. Okay. I guess it wasn't that bad. But I still feel like I need way more. So I'll probably have to come back. Oh, you saw the CJ. That's very good. Hi, Titania. Or I'm glad. I hope you. Yeah, no, I'm glad you enjoyed them. I definitely tend to like CJ's. Actually, yeah, I don't think I just like the CJ the X video. I've watched all of them, by the way. I think the most recent one, which is basically a self-help video, which watching it, I definitely felt like I don't need it personally, but I feel like I can imagine, like, I feel like there's a lot of people I know who could probably get something out of that video. Yeah, no, I definitely think they're worth looking at and referencing, especially because CJ does a good job of referencing like where they get their ideas. So, so which is like that's what that's why you include sources in part, like not just to back up why you're saying what you're saying, but also so that you could be like, hey, well, because like for me, it's like with watching Joe's videos, I've obviously like a lot, like if you look at the books I read this year, they're all stuff that he like quoted at some point or talked about in his videos. So, there's like just, yeah, so it's just, so yeah, not just him having his videos to reference, but also reading the stuff that he's reading and getting even more to talk about that he didn't necessarily talk about. Oh, light crystal, cool. How's my stats looking? Yeah, I feel like yeah, I guess my light magic went up. I haven't really noticed anything, but oh well. Do I have any more spells that I haven't checked out in a second? Haze, I don't remember getting that one. Freeze, okay, that's a new one. And then it doesn't look like I've gotten any new of those spells. Okay, whatever. Oh, pause and select to Joe, sorry. Sorry, I just assume everyone's like, yeah, Joe, pause and select. I guess he hasn't done a video in a minute, but no, he did the Persona 1. Oh god, wait, was that a year ago? No, it wasn't that long ago. I hope not. But anyway, but yeah, which yeah, by the way, I guess like as far as for that, yeah, okay, I might have reached my limits here. Until I find a few more Aladdin's keys, at least like 2 or 3. Okay, well I got a couple things, and I know where to come look now. But there is one more other area to check out. Because yeah, this says owned by the Light family, which is like, but it says no trust. I already looked in there, unless there's nope, there's no secrets. I'm pretty sure I got all the treasure chests because they were locked, but they looked like I opened them all. Because I guess there might have been a case of a chest that I wasn't able to open, but nope. Not seeing any. Just double checking. Yeah, that looks thoroughly swept. Okay, 11 months ago. God, it felt, because I remember, I was thinking about, like, when I watched it, it's like, it felt like it was about this time, but it would have been a while ago, so it was a year ago, and it's like, no, time isn't going that fast. It should be, there it is. I was about to say, there should be another secret door here. Any pawn select recommendations? I mean, anything he's done on a topic that you're interested in. I guess what might help for me, I think, I guess closely relevant to the. Oh, what the Jesus Christ is that? Oh, that's gross. That's gross. That's disgusting. Skull trap. They're not real bones. They were made by Orladin. Orladin made these. That's disgusting. Maybe they don't actually do damage. I just need to wait till the darkness wears, or my magic refills, so I can cast light. I can't see. But yeah, so at least I guess what I think about in regards to, like, relative to like what I might talk about, I think his Apocalypse series is really good. Like starting with the Death Note one, and he talks about Akira, Evangelion, and then he also and then a good follow up to that is like his Isekai series. Damn it, Jesus. Ooh, water crystal. I'll take that. Then and it also does the isekai stuff, where he sort of he basically has a conversation with someone and they bring up some interesting points about isekai on the broad scale. I think it's they're a little old at this point, but I watched them recently and they still hold up for the most part. I think they're good stuff. And then yeah, I don't know. He does good work. So I tend to like his stuff generally. Like I watched this Persona 4 video, knowing the big spoiler of Persona 4, but yes. Like a brain dead fool, I will use this immediately. Because I need to come back with a bunch more Orlando keys anyway, so there's no real reason for me to get hung up on running out or anything. Hello. Oh, you Clay Golem guy. Yeah, now you die in one hit, motherfucker. Yeah, and I'd rather use my key. Oh, there's more of you? Okay. Bob topic, is it true Miyazaki from over percent person? No, that wasn't his son. That there was I forget, there was another, so there was another employee at Studio Ghibli who was, sort of being raised or groomed to be the Miyazaki's protege in a sense. But he did pass away, but it wasn't Miyazaki's son. Miyazaki's son does do, like, he did Up on Poppy Hill and Tales of the Earthsea. Like, he's done some other Ghibli movies. But he doesn't have the best relationship with his father, which I think is evident. Honestly, most of my knowledge on the subject comes from, as far as other AniTube recommendations, Steve M does good work in that he does like really well researched videos on his topics. Like he's currently doing a series on Mamoru Oshii, and so talking about like his work on right now he's done Urusei Yatsura and they sort of work as like history videos for the most part, but they he'll have discussions on the show them the series and stuff. Like he just did one on Angel's Egg for his Mamoru Oshii series, but he's also done a lot of stuff on Ghibli, and I'd highly recommend it. Because like there was one apparently in the movie Tales for the Earthsea, the main character killed his father, but that didn't happen in the book, and it was kind of a weird change, but it definitely reeks of like the younger Miyazaki working through some stuff with just being under the shadow of his father. And apparently his dad also walked out of theater watching that movie. But no, he's not dead to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure Miyazaki's son isn't dead. So yeah. So yeah, sorry I don't have clear answers as to like what exactly happened, but yeah. So but yeah, I don't know, Steve M does good stuff. Good. I'll put it on and listen to it and be like, yeah, I know more things now, and then forget everything. So ignore me. No rain code. Hi, Math Wiz. No rain code indeed, which you know because. Wait, why are you the one saying no rain code? You're. No, it's okay. You're get well soon, Math Wiz. I hope you're feeling. You said you're feeling better, and but I even figured like when you said you were sick, I was even like even if you did feel up to doing a stream, I figure you should probably be doing the your birthday stream, if anything. Yeah. I don't mind. I like Kingsfield. I can just play Kingsfield. It would have been funny if I died just then. I should save actually, like instead of tempting fate. Um, because I've been doing a lot. So I mean I do have how many dragon stones do I have? Dragon crystals. Yeah, I have 8. So I could die 8 times before I actually lose anything except for a dragon crystal. So it's not too big a deal. But okay, you're not bedridden. That's good. I mean I'd still just being sick sucks for so many reasons. Like your voice is probably gonna be messed up for a little while. Oh yeah, and I already said happy birthday. Haha. In fact, I was first because it was like 10 o'clock, and I realized like, oh yeah, it's Mathis' birthday in her time zone. I'm gonna send her a birthday message even though it's not the 21st in my time zone. Then she woke up and was like, yeah, you're the first to respond, and I was like, haha, I win. uh, so but yeah, like I don't know, there's so many like because yeah, like one with just like work and stuff is like you can't really work and then you're losing money because once you're out of sick pay, and stuff, so that sucks. And then with like YouTube, I was talking earlier about how like you get sick and then you can't record a video. You're 6 hours ahead of the next person. Nice. But like I talked about like um I mean, I did make sure to at least, even if it wasn't the 21st on my time zone, I did make sure I send a message when it was the 21st in your time zone. Yeah, but I also went to sleep earlier. Which of you has the strongest glasses person power level? I don't know what that means. I mean, my prescription is fucking awful, and I've also had glasses since 2nd grade, so I don't know what metric we're supposed to use to measure a glasses person power level, but that's my metric. I learned the first metric I could think of, rather. Then I want to go this way. And then... But yeah, like with my Dynamo video, I could, my V3 video specifically is I got sick, so it took me a while to be able to like put that one out because it was like the script was done. I mean, I did have a little more time to make the script even more solid, which I think was a good thing. But yeah, so apparently, yeah, if I go, yeah, I could actually, yep, go this way. Yep, and there's a cave there. Yeah, this is how I get to the because I was bothered about this water path for so long. Yeah, okay, now I can just equipment, feet, aquarium boots. Yeah, like it just pops in like, oh, it was there the whole time. uh oh, nice. Another treasure. So at least like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Even if you don't have the aquarium boots or forgot to equip them, you can still get something out of coming over here. Nice, another sword that's probably not as good as Triple Fang. Nope, I mean it's pretty good. Oh god, especially as what the water element. Sheesh. But Triple Fang has holy elements, so I use glasses so your viewers need to know. But yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, like but I don't have the actual number of like my prescription. I don't know exactly how to tell like what's worse or better eyesight wise. Okay, let's get another weapon. No, that's not it. Okay. Pixie's map. Okay, I want to go west or east now. Um, brain start working again. It's okay. I don't know. My brain just decided to stop. I'm just trying to think of something else I could talk about. I guess like one thing, because I have my new job. Normally, in the end of the year, I'm like stuck because I don't want to start anything new because of my autistic desire to not have too many what's it called, or only start things I'm gonna. Sure, I'm not only, but like to a degree, only start things I'm gonna finish this year. But now it's instead, I don't know. I'm so like, because like I said earlier, I'm not starting Gachard yet because I'm not gonna be able to watch 50 episodes in 10 days. That's ridiculous. Unless I like drop everything else. But I will be finishing Mushoku Tensei Volume 9. I'm hopefully gonna watch it, finish the Warship Island arc in One Piece. No, I am gonna watch a lot of the Geats anime, or at least I'm one episode away from finishing the Geats anime, which is just a little short. It's not really, it's whatever. It's comedy. It's fine. But there's still some of the like other extra stuff in movies that I'm gonna try and watch for Geats, and then I feel like there was something else that I just can't remember. That I was watching or trying to finish. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what I'm gonna do next to round out the year. Donkey Kong Country 2 might be an option because it's a relatively short game. And then just otherwise just generally short stuff. And then for the Justice Server Roulette, I need to finish. I need to watch Porco Rosso and an OVA that I forgot the name of. I thought there was a. Maybe I did get it, or maybe it's an enemy that drops it. There's supposed to be like an axe here. Do you have it? Oh damn, you guys go down quick. Jesus, all Sentai to. Oh Jesus. That's insane. I mean, how do you like? I'm trying to think, because like I mean, I also have like 2 jobs, a YouTube channel. I'm trying to learn Japanese, so it's like that's awesome. Because like I don't know, like I'm trying to write a fanfic. Like I just feel like I'm trying to do so many different things as part of the problem I get. Or not problem. I guess fine. Oh, I guess I already got this. No, wait, hold on. Maybe I did already. Hold on, let me check my. Did I just think that I didn't get the? No, I don't have it. Huh? I don't know where it is. There's supposed to be an axe over here called the Morguline axe. I don't seem to have it, but I don't see where it is. Or maybe it's actually in a different place. No, it's just supposed to be sitting on the ground here. Oh, there it is. I found it. Not sleeping is the way. Yeah, I can't do that. I like my sleep. I like like what was it? It was the author of oh, why can't I remember the name of the horror, the old horror anime? Dororo? No, not Dororo. That's Tezuka. Why can't I remember what it's called? There's like 5 different adaptations of it. There's like a series of for every decade, like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. There's like an adaptation for every decade. Why can't I remember what it's called? When I'm reminded of it, I'm gonna be like, oh, thank you, that's what it was, but I just can't remember it. Oh yeah, I don't really like psychoanalysis of authors through art because it's like, I don't know, it just feels weird to me because just because they, oh, this isn't gonna work, is it? Yeah, I don't. I need to go a longer way. Because I wanted to go to the path of the. Is he here? No. Thank you. I couldn't remember what it was called for the life of me. This is mine. So oh yeah, this is actually fine. Yeah. But the author of Gegege Kitaro, he did a little, like, I saw the one-page comic he did where he, like, Tezuka and Shotaro Ishinomori, I want to say. So another, maybe not, but some other, author from that time period where, like, they were talking about how little sleep they got, and it ends up with the author of Gege Kitaro, no Kitaro, saying that, like, they both died. So, because he was able to live to like 80 because he got a full nights of sleep, and where Tezuka and Shotaro Ishinomori died in like their 50s and 60s. Maybe not Shotaro Ishinomori. I don't know. I kept saying it even though I wasn't sure. But so yeah, I just think about that in regards to like making sure I get enough sleep because I like being alive. Yeah, they were. Okay, thank you. It was Tezuka and Ishinomori. Okay, thank you. But yeah. Look at it. That's the thing, because it's like I don't know. Because yeah, that's the thing. If you can imagine one possibility, but you can also imagine another possibility, and they both seem equally viable. Like it's just people. I feel like it's a similar logic. I remember watching a video. It was talking about lie detect not lie detection is in like the apparatus, but lie detection is in like the lie like I don't know if how many people are familiar with the show Lie to Me, but with people who like they use cues and are like they're able to tell if you're okay. He did die in it. Yeah. Okay. I thought I was remembering correctly, but thank you. But we're just like. They're kind of like creating a narrative, like, oh, the queen looks sad, like, you can tell by her some shoulders she looks sad or something. It's like, yeah, she's at the fucking funeral of her fucking dead husband. Of course she's sad, or like retroactively, like saying this is how you can spot a sociopath or whatever. And it's just like, you're not necessarily like trying, like it's not something objective necessarily because it's not like is there empirical evidence of this thing? Like, oh, all these authors who did this thing, like how do you prove something like that, right? So it just seems very like I don't know. It doesn't. I don't see the basis for it, and I don't really understand or even the purpose of it especially because like the example you give, the author, yeah, maybe reconciling with his fault. Like maybe he was doing that, but like if he didn't say that, I wouldn't make that assumption. I wouldn't want to make that assumption. God, I gotta go all the way around. Sheesh. Because I was thinking about it because obviously I put out my Precure, not obviously, I uploaded the 12 chapters of my Precure fic that I started in 2020 that I'm not finishing. I uploaded that to Archive of Our Own a few days ago, and I was just thinking about like how I just kind of dropped on Twitter and be like, I'm not finishing this. Here it is, right? Because it's not really a story that I like there's some absolutely some personal connection I have to it, but it's also like the fact that I'm not finishing it is like I'm just kind of moving on from it. And but when I put up my Hunter x Hunter fanfic, I was thinking about how like I might do a short like Twitter thread, like non-spoilerly explaining some of why it like means a lot to me. And because like I was thinking there's like that idea of like, oh, the author working through their trauma with their father through like their this abuser character or whatever. It's like I mean I like. I can point out aspects of my Hunter x Hunter fanfic in which my personal life has influenced it, but it's like, what if it's not my personal life, but an influence from another piece of art? What if it's something like, there's so many possible explanations that just assuming one just doesn't seem like a reasonable good faith move necessarily, unless like, it's just especially something to be very careful about. Like Keiko Cat, when she did her video on Inside Mari, like she also makes some assumptions about the author, but she prefaces that and at least I understand her reasons for doing so. But at least she's this is why I connect to this. I feel like I can connect to this author, even though because I don't know, it's a tricky suspect. But at least in that case, she's not just using the work; she's also using the author's words. So it feels a little bit like I don't know. If I feel like if you're gonna psychoanalyze the author, get them into a room, with a therapist or something. Like, don't just like don't read their like that can be an avenue. Like, I don't know. Like, I remember in Critical Role, Anjali Bhimani, I think was her name. She was a guest in a player in some of the Exandria Unlimited stuff, and she I remember her in the post-mortem for Exandria Unlimited. She was talking about the I keep checking my map like every 5 steps because I'm like kind of distracted talking, but I'm also but anyway, it's fine. And I remember her mentioning how, because like the character that she played was a very protective, like, and like, she wanted to protect the other party members, and she talked about like bringing that up with the therapist and be like, and how D&D is kind of therapeutic in a way because you're able to explore aspects of yourself and finding I remember this guy, and just learning about yourself through like what you do in the moment of the improv, right? And oh yeah, I never did find his master. Licht, I think it was. So because yeah, art can absolutely part of I sort of mentioned in the precure fic, or in the notes at the very end, explaining kind of part of the reason I stopped is because one of the things I was really looking to write was I with one of the characters' relationships with their mom. I drew originally it was her grandma, but then I started changing it to I changed it to mother, in part because I was drawing from my own real life experience of like watching my mother die from breast cancer. Have I been here? I came here and I just left. I did come here. Because I was like, I don't recognize this place when I teleported here. And then but no, I have been here. I just left and never came back. But anyway, and so like one part of the reason I might have wanted to write my precure fic more was to explore like work through my feelings of my mother's death, and I did do that when planning the precure fic. But what happened was I'm also doing it in my Hunter x Hunter fic that I started writing a little after, and that one's become even more personal than my precure fic. So I didn't really feel the need to do more of my precure fic because I was like, I'm already exploring these things elsewhere, basically. So I don't know. But my point being, to go back to the really personal stuff, is like, you can definitely understand. Well, because like even if you assume like the author is like this or something based on their tastes, that like they might just do things because of so Togashi is fascinated by Shonen Jump, and a lot of what he does in his manga is because he's an author for Shonen Jump, right? So like it might not be the most narratively obviously he's satisfied with Hunter x Hunter and he wants to complete it as a story, but how much of it there in some cases Ihoba on Twitter has been talking about how like Go Nagai he sort of what's it called, pioneered the ecchi genre because he included sexuality and because he liked it, and then that clicked with audiences. But now you might have Bakuman actually explores this with the Aoi? I don't know. Fuck, I forget. Aoki. No, maybe. Yeah, I think it was Aoki. The female author who, when she was writing for a shonen manga, she the editor's like, you need to include panty shots, and it's like she, as a creator, does not like this aspect of shonen manga, or she doesn't like that aspect personally. But to appeal to young boys, she has to include it, right? So it's like when people complain about like Sanji being perverted or whatever shonen characters, it's like, again, it's a normal thing to dislike, but you can't just assume the author likes it just because it's in the manga, right? Because Kishimoto struggled, he was jealous of Chopper because he personally had struggled to include a mascot character in Naruto, right? But does Kubo, is he satisfied with Colin as a character? He didn't use him very much, so the answer is possibly not, right? I mean, he might have come up with one neat story while devising Kon, but then he just, he's still in the manga, but he's not necessarily the most interesting character. But he's still comic. He still uses him in the volume stuff. So it's if you can't assume that kind of thing based on the author's what's in the manga, then why can you assume and that's just personal taste, right? And conversely, sometimes I think in some cases with Tsukishi, the author of Made in Abyss, you read the Made in Abyss and you go, this guy's a little weird because he's including the stuff that like that's not necessarily like oh yeah, all seinen manga have this. It definitely feels like it's to his personal interests in some cases, and I like or Musha, so who knows? But we because we can't really know. Maybe it is more calculated, right? So but anyway, oh, the dungeon master is like the therapist of the group. Um, I wish my life had billboard and 2D trees. That's fair. Like, look at it. Look at it. It's watching me. uh. Anyway, where am I? Oh, his master, is here apparently, or lives here. That hey, he's just he's like a passageway away and a couple bridges. He's like, oh, my master's okay. And he's just like, yeah, I'm just chilling in my house. Okay. Well, I got the Yushiro seals. You're behind, bro. Um, oh, he polished his own maze temple. Okay. Vedek and Shudam. I remember recognize that name keeps coming up, and it's coming up since the last game. Um, Pedestal of Ichirus has been abandoned. Oh, okay. So I need. Okay, so I have the since I have the key of Ichirus, I'm supposed to go into and find the pedestal. Okay, what did I skip dialogue or did I accidentally hit my control stick when I didn't mean to. Master all 5 principles. That's probably all 5 elements. Okay, knowledge found. My real question would be how to try and explain why an author would consider this story without psychoanalysis. At least. Yeah, that's yeah, because I guess like because yeah, it might be personal taste. It might have been thematic or relevant to story. It might have been for audience expectations or even medium. Like because obviously with recent happenings in One Piece, we think about character death, right? Like there's with Saul or oh shit, Maximus might be here. Fuck. Anyway, you didn't hear anything. A character who we believe to be dead and it's shit. I can't. I already fucked up. I already fucked up. There's nothing I could do. Uh, so like, why do authors kill characters off and then why do they bring them back, right? Because one thing I always think about was with serial manga in general or serial storytelling is like, especially with manga having the jump rankings and stuff, it's like killing off a character or appearing to kill off a character can be exciting for readers, right? And then so like apparently with like Abdul from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it's like he died. Oh, thank God. Don't listen to the VOD and but yeah, I'm just yeah but so it's like yeah, because so I think about it in the terms of like Jump's ranking system where it's like readers will in the Jump surveys where people will say what series they like and send in the questionnaires, but like because so it's like it's very probable that a chapter in which a character appears to like in Dressrosa had the one where it's like Doflamingo end of the chapter is talking about Law being dead, right? Because he believed that he killed Law, and then we find out later in the next chapter that Law is perfectly fine, right? Like that kind of thing responds to Jump readers respond to that, I suppose, and weekly readers. So thus authors keep doing it, even if it's to us it might not be narratively satisfying, and so yeah, I don't know, because I've never like tried to write something like that, come to think of it, so I don't know how like I would approach killing off a character and appearing to have them come back to life. Oh, that's why I couldn't go that way, because of the fucking turtle. I wonder if I can snipe the turtle. Because I have a great bow, I have a cool bow, and I have a bunch of magic, so I might be able to just kill the turtle. Yeah, I could kill the turtle. Let's see. Oh, let me equipment. I don't have any bows, arrows. Um, I'm too hitch point. Oh yeah, no, I would have spoiled you if you had been listening attentively. So no, do not go back. Oh, do these? If you use the other one, the light arrows. Um. So yeah, that's the thing. It's I feel like again the best way to do is ask the author, but a lot of times we can't because the author isn't available. What is with that arc? That arc is ridiculous. Like it's like slightly to the right. Like what? Okay. Yay! Maybe I sequence broke. Oh, or did something I wasn't supposed to do. But whatever. I'm using the mechanics. Right. It's like, why is my stamina not recharging? It's because I'm using equipped a different weapon. Oh yeah, I never equipped my these are my Prometheus boots, I think. Ground all boots, or no, I guess I never got. Oh yeah, I got the Prometheus armor. That's right. Um, and then I got the Prometheus hands. Yeah, yeah. I don't actually know if they're better or not. I'm not gonna look. Don't care. They look cool. Um, so yeah, like that's I guess that's my answer because that's the thing is it's probably not just there's probably not just one reason either because like sometimes like narrative decisions can be like accomplishing multiple things, but you know there's diegetic and non-diegetic answers to it, so you know um yeah, a lot of time we're just never really gonna know. Which is why, rather than try and think of like why is it like this or like why did the author do this, I try to think of more in terms of like what do I get out of it, regardless, or don't get out of it. So yeah, and I think that explain. You know, wait, can I not run anymore? Or is my Prometheus too heavy? Yeah, I can't run. My X button isn't working. Um, Unfortunate. Oh yeah, some yeah. That's yeah. I remember some of the comments of like creators talking about like American adaptations of their work have definitely been like just in general like just pretty light or not really or not certainly not at least not being harsh, right? And I there's definitely like a level of like or yeah, and I remember like seeing a bunch of clips. I think Lindsay Ellis, when she talked about Game of Thrones, she included there's like a compilation of the actors being asked about season 8 and being like, yeah, exactly like that. Like, but also like you could see a level of like in their eye, or and or some of the things they said were non-specific. Like even George R. R. Martin being like, I don't know why they're ending it, or something like that. But yeah. Okay. This. Am I stuck? Am I missing something? Um, what is E? Oh, insert the key. I didn't see that though. Oh, okay, wait, I'm supposed to jump over some ledges? Oh boy. That doesn't sound fun. Let me, oh, there's a save point. Oh well. Ah, Logstalker. So I need to change like, out of my Prometheus boots. I guess I could, or ground all boots. That's what I equipped. Oh, maybe these are what's keeping me from running. Let's try it. Oh yeah, it was just the ground all boots. They're so heavy, I guess. Okay. Um. Eh. Um. But yeah, that's the best answer I can give at this present, because I don't know of any like good sources discussing it. Um. Because like even I'm just thinking about like with the SBS and stuff, because Oda gives some weird answers sometimes, and I do think a part of that is literally just like in a sense he's not playing a character, so to speak. Like I don't want to just assume that they're not in some level how he actually feels, but then like he'll make talk about when he was talking about the newcomers fashion and stuff from Up Down, he mentioned also drawing in fishnet tights. It's like that's probably not true, you know. But like there's a it's um okay, yeah, see, it says like it says I can jump from there to there, but that does not look like I can jump from there to there. So I don't really want to try it. But it also isn't marking where the fucking, oh, there it is. How do I get over there though? Let me save. And I'll try to jump like the guide suggests. And if I die, I have to do push-ups. And I'll complain. I'll call the number that they have in the book, the phone number, and complain about the guide being wrong. Something. So when there's something you don't understand about a story or choice that is made, what you do. Oh, well, again, that's why I try to focus on what I get out of it, and if I don't really get anything out of it, I say that much. I think. You know. Because because the other thing is like maybe it's just a question of like lacking the literacy in a certain thing. Like so like with game design, it's like, okay, well, I don't know why that bend is there, right? So I'd have to think about well, okay, what are the reasons that bend could be like that? It's because well, it looks more like a natural cliffside if it's not straight. For it's you can't see the save point until you're getting close and you go, oh, save point. So there's a level of like exploration, like if you saw where, as opposed to if you saw the save point as a distance. Like I don't know if these are what the creators were actually thinking, of course, but their thoughts that I like they're possible decisions that could have been made, right? So but I'm really just guessing, I guess. So okay, time to die. Yep. I don't know why the game said I could go that way. Uh, um, uh, okay, push up time, and I just saved, so I'll reload that. Load. And then let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Okay. Let's see. Let's try something. Okay. So I'm just looking at my map and trying to see how to navigate it. Oh yeah, I did boot up Shadow Tower just to make sure it worked just fine, and I immediately fell off because it starts you in a high place, and if you like sidestep slightly, you fall. And I was like, oh, whoops. Yeah, see, okay, see, like this, I might be able to come down from this way, but I don't know, the map isn't done very well, I guess. Or no, maybe, hold on. Like, am I missing an item? Because I think one of the games had like a wind boot or something that you could float a little bit with. But oh yeah, see, like this. Maybe I can do like that. Yeah, I might be able to do that. Hold on. Worst case scenario, I have to do push-ups. Okay, yeah, okay, I can do that. There we go. But there's no arrows there. I just had to figure it out myself. Okay, cool. We found a place to move forward. I'm reminded there was something I was confused about. I haven't seen that film, so I can't. But I don't know. See, like one thing I'm bad about is when I have a question, I sometimes don't necessarily follow up on it. I guess, and try to like answer it for myself. And I definitely need to be better about that. Like I just read a story called Gilgamesh, or yeah, it was named after the Epic of Gilgamesh, but it was a webtoon. Like the story ends with him passing his memories along to another. He's immortal, and he passes his memories along to another character. And then we thought, oh, I gotta have one of those, and it's really important and stuff. But early in the story, he was like trying to remember and regain his memories by he something about like he made these swords and used those to seal away his memories or something, and he was trying to find them all. And I don't remember him finding all 5 of the swords, and yet he also gives all of his memories to this other character through story and through stories of his life. And it was very important. It's like this is literally revolving around the end of the story. And I remember having the thought of like, well, did he get all of his memories back? And I didn't really didn't like the story a whole lot, so I didn't really interrogate that because like it's a possible like plot hole or something not really questioned by the author, or not quite, not, it's not questioned by the author, but it's like I had a question about it, and I don't know that the answers in the manga, the webtoon, or not, because I didn't really interrogate it. And it's like if I did it, it's like, well, maybe I would have like confirmed my gripe, or maybe I would have like, oh no, the author did think about it, and it was like this. But it's also webtoons are just harder to navigate, because like it's harder. Yeah, I down them on my phone, so it's not as convenient as just like dropping them into my image viewer for manga, like I do it for manga, just skimming through the whole manga relatively quickly. Yo, Crest, what's up? I used to consume your home since fairy tale this way. I've been good. Yeah, just been still doing stuff. Doing lots of other, just I don't know. I'm learning Japanese. I'm writing. I'm working. Like I'm just, I don't know. I don't have much time for YouTube nowadays, and also my personal standards are higher, so it involves me doing more like research and stuff. So I can't just like pump out videos like I used to because I have to spend more time on them. So yeah, that's that really. Where am I? And also I'm streaming more, and I don't know. And podcasts, so many podcasts. Is that another fucking yeah, another, I don't need those. I don't know what they're for, aside from like, yeah, there's like 2 petrified things I ran into, and I used them already, so I don't need more of those. Oh, that's the that's the warp point. Yeah, too much stuff, honestly. Like, then I don't know how to stop either, and just do less because I don't want to. Oh, ooh, Earth Crystal. I almost took an Earth Herb that I didn't need to take. Not that it's a big deal, but oh, magic learned. Cool. Is that a new offensive spell? I guess. Earth Wave. Oh yeah, I don't know. Is that the new one? Might be Lightning Bolt. Actually, that's a new one. But anywho, yep. YouTube fanfic writing streaming. It. That's that. That about covers it actually. and because it's like all of that's important to me in one way or another. Like the Japanese was I was just having some anxiety about like my future, I guess, and I figured that was something that would help me potentially, like if I wanted to like get into translation or something, because I'm even just like from what little I've started a series called Yadaman, and it's not fully translated, and I had the thought of like I don't know, so I've been watching it with the intent of possibly doing a subtitle project for it. And I finding the I don't know I'm finding the act of translation interesting creatively, because you have to meet this, not like you're not only just like obviously if I just wanted to see it in English I could just MTL and call it a day, but like actually transcribing the meaning of what the series is about, like doing, and what it's about is and the so like just the title of the show, like obviously I'd still call it Yadaman, just because I think name recognition is important for a few reasons, but there's a pun there because like Yada, like there's even a Doremi character called Yada. It means like it's like something you say when you don't want to do something, or it's a denial, something negative, right? So like one character asks Yadaman, what's your name, and she says Yadaman, and like which you could read it as like she's saying that she doesn't want to say her name, or that she's like, no, I don't wanna, or something, but that's literally just her name. So like obviously I wouldn't like translate the name, but or change it rather, but I have thought about like what would I change it to if I were like say like if I were like, and I did like if like I realized like Donna might be a name that it could be if it was an English name, because like wait, what, I almost made it, fuck you. Because I was thinking like just don't wanna, right? So like that's one way, like that's about the only way I could actually like translate those puns, basically, at least the ones in the first couple episodes. But then, because that's part of one reason I want to watch the whole show before I begin like really subbing it, because um I so this game is funny because so there's a statue for Gene Alfred Forrester, but in the first game they call him John, because in katakana they're read the same way. And in when I heard the main character, the male main character of Yadaman's name in katakana, I thought it was John, but the English translators and Mal have him listed as Gene. So it's like they sound the same. But if in episode one like 80 they give him an official romanization name, I could use that instead, but I wouldn't know it because I haven't finished the show. I'm probably gonna watch a bunch more of it next month because I want to learn more Japanese, so I might dedicate a little bit more time to it in January. Or let me do my push-ups and then I'll explain what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Basically the method I was using is like there's like a website I have that talks about the immersion method, which is basically like spending 3 hours a day, and they have a game plan of like a month to get you a decent, relatively decent foundation in Japanese. And I started following it, but I didn't realize that I didn't see the month plan until I'd already been doing it for a little while, and 3 hours a day is a lot, so I kind of been holding off on it. So that's why I'm trying to finish some stuff. Would it be easier to like go like no? Cause see, I feel like I should be able to do that, but I couldn't. Ow. Oh, you. So I'm gonna try following the month method, but yeah, part of it involves like spending 3 hours a day learning Japanese, and that includes like immersion being like doing like engaging with the media that a fluent speaker would be doing, so like reading manga or watching anime or listening to a podcast in Japanese, and they have a bunch of recommendations like here's a list of podcasts you can listen to, and so yeah, that might like 3 hours of spending time on Japanese specifically. So like common like so what I Anki flashcards, or other. Yeah, let me just post a link actually for anyone curious, because I'm sure you can translocate or transplant the method to other languages as well, even though this site has mostly resources for Japanese. You know, and there it is. Okay, so yeah, might help people. All right, time to maybe do push-ups. But it's like, come on. I feel like it just feels like maybe I just wasn't. Yeah, maybe I was going straight on, or I was. No, come on. Okay, that's bullshit. Because I feel like I should be able to go that way. Place sucks. Anyway, push-up time before I get too mopey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. I will say, I think because I rewatched the 6th and 7th streams, and I did die in the 6th stream in the Passage of Death. I died 9 times that stream, which was one more time than I died the entirety of the first game, and that was less, like, a little over. Oh, I remember driving home while thinking about those one day, because it's a good example of like sort of what I criticize like Super Virtual for doing for sometimes, in that they're making up terms for things that already exist. Because I remember thinking about it, it's like, oh yeah, like, well, because like I remember how I thought about it was like I think about it like the way Oda will answer questions, because sometimes he answers them in what you could say is the Watsonian way, where Zoro, he can speak while having a sword in his mouth because he's speaking with his heart or whatever, right? But then sometimes he'll explain this thing in a doylist way, where he'll say like, oh yeah, I drew crocodile with 2 hands. He doesn't actually have 2 hands, right? Like one, and then I realized it's like all it is it's just another way to say diegetic and non-diegetic. The Watsonian explanation is just a diegetic explanation that explains it in the context of like the world, and a non-diegetic explanation is one that describes it in a way outside of the world. So it's like, you know, if you find them helpful terms, sure, but you don't need to use them as long as you understand what diegetic is and means, which I've used it in videos and stuff, so I do personally. But I remember having that realization and just going like, oh, right. So that's my take on them. I think they're perfectly fine terms like to know and use, but it's like they're not really necessary in themselves because Throne of Atreus, okay. That's a good sign, because like they already have. They're just like they're words for something that already exists. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Is this the shit again? Come on, really? That's even farther away. Oh, is this? Oh, I was looking for this. Okay. Nope, not that. Okay. Oh. Oh. That was a great, the fucking, like, MS Paint hold shift effect and drag. Well, now, can I just not use my Itchu's key anymore? Do I have to come back and get it? I guess? Yeah, I don't have the Itchu's key. That's, unfortunate, but the effect is so funny. So can I just take it out? Nope. Okay, yeah, I can just, nope. Okay, yeah, I can just take it out. Okay. Well, I'll have to come back for it. Anyway. There we go. I didn't want to fuck around too much. Bonk. Ow. Okay, now I can go through here. The effect makes me laugh every time. Is that another fucking Aladdin's needle? God damn it, dude. This game's giving me so many of these fuckers and I don't see what I need them for. Oh, there's nothing over here? Boo. Oh, maybe there is. Hydrating. But yeah, just to share before I forget. No, I won't forget because I'll say it later. But while people are here, is the next time I'm streaming Kingsfield is probably going to be on Christmas. So I don't know what kind of an audience I'm going to get, but if I get an audience, that's fine. I hope that would be cool, but I have no expectations. Just because it's a fucking holiday. Go. Like, I mean, it's funny that I'm 2 for 2 as far as streaming on major holidays this holiday season, because, well, especially because I got my job, right? So it's like, those are days I'm guaranteed to be free. Where, that might not be the case, because I've been lucky about just having Wednesdays free, even though I didn't particularly call for Wednesday to be free, so that tends to be when I do my Kingsfield streams, where Saturdays I specifically asked to have the time period I would be streaming free, so that I could, do my Raincoat streams, and later on Ace Attorney streams when I go back to those, which I'm looking forward to, because Ace Attorney is a fun game. I almost said Kingsfield is a fun game, which is true, but it's not Ace Attorney. They're different. They're very different games. A crossover would go crazy, though. That's so stupid. No, it's not, because I can't go that way, right? Yeah, never mind. I was about to be tilted. Wait, it's so funny that holy shit, I used the Key of Atreus to teleport over here, but I can't leave because I don't have the Key of Atreus in the right spot. That's so dumb. Oh no, maybe I can because there's a bridge right there, but that couldn't really go anywhere, could it? I have because I had a friend who was really interested in making games in high school and for a good few years after that. So we did, I took part in a couple game jams, but nothing ever really came of it, and no ideas that I had really came into fruition. So so I have thought about it, but it's just, yeah, it just, and I so far a lot, my most recent ideas for writing something would be novels. I mean, one of them I did have with this is just where I started. Oh, so there's something in the middle there. Did I miss a door? One of the two ideas, I was toying with the idea of it being like a visual novel in some capacity, but obviously I can't draw, so that development process would be I don't know. I'd probably write it and then what is this? Oh, what were the symbols? I should have gotten a good look at those. Okay, I won't be interrupting anything for you. That's good. Where am I? What? Was this a new place? Oh, cool, new place. Nice. Sorry, I just want to look at the warp pad. Those, yeah, okay, they're just symbols. Okay, just weird symbols. I don't recognize them. Cool, this looks important. Okay, so I could probably finish this and go back and I'll make sure I got everything important and then I can grab my Atreus key back. That said, I'm not threatened by anything here, because this is definitely an area I could have come to way earlier. Not way earlier, like that first part, but I wouldn't be able to do much until I had the Atreus keys, so I guess it worked out pretty well. Oh yeah, the fucking Hadoken puppets. And they don't die in one hit. And then what else? Yeah, because like I don't know, because the thing about games development is that like it requires like to me to make an indie game alone, I would need to get so many new skills that's not really worth it. Um, and I don't know or I'd have to find people who are looking for a writer. But the truth is like people see because obviously writing is something that we do every day in some capacity. Like I remember doing creative writing in school, and obviously we write messages and stuff. So a lot of people they think that yeah I'm a good writer, I can write. Or like I don't like they don't like so but obviously it's a difficult process, like not to say it's more or less difficult than other things, but like I've seen arguments of like whether writing or art is harder, but the truth is that like it just comes easy to some people. And just because for me it's just because there's certain things I'm aware of, like I don't like just because I like quote unquote can write, like that doesn't mean that I can write like I've thought about it like watching Bob's Burgers is a show that I've just caught up to, and I enjoy watching it. Every episode will have something funny usually. And I've thought about like what if I were to write an episode of this, and it's like I don't know how many scripts the writers expected to like turn out, but like there's so many parts of that process that like I've never actually done. Like even if I could hypothetically, like part of my pre-cure fic was like an experiment in that, because obviously like watching a pre-cure episode, it's like there's a very specific structure to it, and there's the limits of TV anime, right, or television shows in general. Oh, what the fuck is that? You. Ow. Well, that was fucking rude. Oh, I heard it. Okay. This is weird. What's going on here? Oh, because it's like shooting him behind the wall, maybe? Like can I write a oh cool, I got it. Yeah, I don't know, I definitely walked away from the 12 chapters I did with a lot more respect for episodic writers, because I think people see the formula and they think that's easy. Ooh, Aladdin's key, so I can go back to the poison path after this. But obviously it's like it's not easy. I don't think it's easy. I found it quite difficult, in fact. So I don't know. I toyed with the idea of like writing or doing various things, but like ultimately what I settle on is just what I can do on my own, which tends to be like right now it's my Hunter x Hunter fanfic, and I guess I have two projects in mind. One is I guess it's like I could say it's like basically an isekai in a sense. But it would probably be published if it was published. It's an original work, but if it was published, it would be like a young adult novel probably. And I have interesting ideas for it, but it's very much just a concept, and like mostly a way because I have this one character I wrote for a roleplay a while ago, and I never got to finish that character's story, and I was trying to think of like what's another way I can do that without relying on the because it was a fan Evangelion roleplay, and I was trying to think of like how could I write that story basically, and that was the idea I come to. And the other one is I guess it would technically be fan fiction, but it's for a public domain character, so it is something that I could like hypothetically publish. But there's a comic book character called Stardust the Super Wizard who's really weird and interesting, and I read all of the issues a few weeks ago, and I have a story idea for it. So it's a thing, but I don't want to go too much detail. Ow! What? Oh, hey, I didn't see you guys there. Okay, we're talking about Arthur Minor Johnson. My experience with the beast, I can see why it's. So the problem with the storyline wasn't the beast becoming a better person with the. Oh, they retcon. Yeah, that's a fine thing to have like I remember that reminds me of my issue with Your Line April, because it kind of does that where it's like Kosei was being abused by his mom, and then it retroactively goes back and like try like human oh, she loved Kosei, and I really ow didn't like that. And I still can't say I love it personally. Sorry, I was laughing at the game. I mean, I think with sensitive topics, I think it's very, like I guess like you don't have to psychoanalyze the author to have a problem with it, right? Because it's like, um, I don't know. I think that like, um, yeah, retcon, like make or like yeah, because I don't know. I just think of the way Hirohiko Araki in his book about manga making kind of talked about uh things that the audience tends not to like, and like the idea, like basically, and one thing he says is like basically going back to zero rendering. Like I guess my question is like or with even if it's just with what how you connected to the story, what you found interesting about it is like how does the story like because like his example is like it all being just a dream, right? Like in that way, it's like you've now rendered a portion of your story meaningless, and it makes the audience question if like there was a point to having that story, right? So again, not saying like whether it's good or bad or not, but more just like this is something that audiences tend not to like. Um, so in that case, it's like there's this abuse narrative, and then it it backs down away from it a bit, and in a way like so your personal connection to it is lessened, right? So I think like I think that's perfectly fair to think, and because I don't know, I just remember hearing. So I'm trying to remember. I think what was the other story? Masamune Kun's Revenge or something, where it's like the guy who got bullied for being fat, went he like got fit and wanted to get revenge on the girl. But then I all I know about it is apparently it turned out that like she never actually made fun of him for being fat or something. Like it completely undid its own premise. And the context I heard it from was not very positive, and it wasn't a series that was well liked in general. But so it's like I don't know how it was handled and what it was done, but it definitely it's like I don't know, like at least from the outside, it's like, well, why is it like that? Like, why make that decision? And because it's like, oh, to make the character more likable or whatever. Or but then it's also like I don't know. It's like what's yeah. I don't know. It can be hard. Really, it can be absolutely hard to reconcile. That kind of aspect. And so the way like with you, it's like in your case, ow. You with it's like for you it doesn't work, and I think that's perfectly fine. And maybe it is like because even if it's not the author doing it, like you can like I don't know how the story presents it, but like the character reconciling their abuse, right? And maybe there is something like toxic about the way it's handled or something. I don't know, like I don't know. It's hard because I'm just like postulating based on what you're describing. Because I don't know. I do think it's just if you're seeking out other perspectives, I think that's a good. Is this another one? Ow! Why'd I do that? Why? Wow, these moonstones are fucking useless. My problem with the storyline wasn't the abuse becoming a better person. Yeah, the retcon of the abuse. Yeah, like that's kind of what I was getting at with the Masakune's Revenge thing that I heard of just like it's like in that case it kind of like, and I think it even does kind of go back to like talking about character drift and stuff where it's like where you have something that's presented it's important and whatnot, but then it's not. It's kind of gone back on in the story, and it's easy to feel unsatisfied for that reason. So I think that's a fair thing to think. But yeah, at least like with that other perspective of like, oh, maybe the author was using this to work through some of his own personal stuff. Like that kind of reasoning can make it more possible for someone to forgive that kind of thing, right? Like I remember like one thing that affected how I was like treating Fairy Tail was learning that and Machima's work in general, because I did my whole tirade, and then I think was it the Anime Cypher? Those guys, yeah, who oh cool, I could just melee them? Yeah, they do like no damage to me. That's fine. Oh my god, I've been wasting MP and moonstones. Yeah, they do like no damage. This is not worth the moonstones I wasted on them. There we go. Okay, that's still doing a lot of damage, but oh well. Um, what was I was trying to say there? I got distracted by the game. Fuck, I forgot where I was. Sorry, I lost my train of thought, and it's gone now. No, not that one. Oh, this is an exit? I'm not leaving. Oh, no, I'm not leaving. Okay. New water crystal, sweet. Yeah, sorry, I forgot where I was going with that. Dissatisfaction. Or oh yeah, I guess like yeah, just because like yeah, the idea of the author work. Oh yeah, no, Mount Hiro Mashima. Yeah. Wow, so many crystals today. Yeah, like that. So it's like seeing the recurrence of dead fathers, especially with understanding that Hiro Mashima lost his own father, like because there was one of the problems I had was the way that the Tartarus arc ended with like not the final meeting Igneel and he's just already dead, and it's like, well, what's the point? Like, yeah, what's the point of like that's if anything that's a reverse problem, right? Of like showing him to still be alive and then he's suddenly dead, right? And it's like what's the purpose of that? And obviously there's plot exposition and stuff with what the dragon information the dragons give. But it's like, oh, it's like, yeah, like later when I did the trade I'd realized that it's like, oh, it's Natsu's journey wasn't literally finding his dad, Igneel, it's finding out that, like, accepting that he's gone, right? Accepting that he's not alive at all. You know, so that's something that I had to reconcile with, and no, yeah, and that was easy to do knowing about Hiro Mashima's past. But that's also a conclusion that I could have hypothetically come to without that. Obviously I didn't. Or like I think what really hit me emotionally was when I went through Rave Master, and so the same thing happened in the Tower of Dinark in very early Rave Master or Rave Group Adventure Rave is when Haru meets his dad, and his dad immediately dies, right? And so we see that like that sort of hope of like, oh my god, my dad's alive, and then having to reconcile with like, nope, he's very dead, right? Like, shit, I didn't even think about how they're the same fucking thing. That guy died easily. What the fuck? You understand my Naruto, but more the author, yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, in the case of this author, it's like, yeah, it's hard to know if you're like, yeah, again, it's you don't want to assume from the work because it's like you just have no idea. It's like, is he drawing from his personal experiences or here's an example of like where I don't know whether it's the author's personal experiences or interests or just like something else is like the author, there's the webtoon Viral Hit, and then there's Lookism, which is the one he did before, and both of these have animated adaptations, not complete ones, of course, because ow. And so the premises of a helmet, cool, okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Orlando's Fit, I'll equip that, or let me check my stats. 80, 70, 72, 877. Okay, so the Alliance Hood has a lot of magic defense, so I think I'll equip that because I feel like I'm pretty tough. But I'll take a little bit more elemental defense. If it was done, it's fine to think it was done better in Rave Master because I feel like I had more emotional response reading it in Rave Master than I did rereading it in on the Nen show, but it's been a while, so I can't be totally sure about that. But I remember cheering up seeing it in Rave Master. But my point, and oh yeah, I was gonna talk. So like the premise of Viral Hit is that basically a bullied kid finds a YouTube channel, explaining how to, giving tips for street fighting and mixed martial arts, and he learns how to fight and starts streaming of his own. Lookism is about like basically a character who's just bullied because he was fat and unattractive suddenly wakes up and he has another body that is very fit and attractive. And the thing about both of these series is that they both kind of go into the same subject matter of dealing with like youth crime and violence and gang warfare to the point that like like sometimes even like and just or like I remember being surprised after like Valve did a bunch of that, and I got to it's like an arc, and it's like, oh yeah, they're talking about like the idea of a streamer being deep faked or whatever, and AI stuff, and I remember being like, oh wait, the YouTube stuff is coming back, or like look as them like they're currently in a flashback arc with one character, and um and it's like, yeah, this arc has nothing to do about discrimination by appearances or whatever that like the series had been doing before then. So it's like, so I don't. But my point being is like I don't know whether the author is this a personal taste of the author. Is it a thing with webtoons where kind of like how shonen manga kind of changed in the battle series, um, where it's just like this genre is popular among webtoons, so the author is doing it to keep his series going and allow right. So it's like I don't know whether it's the personal taste of this author or not, right? So I'm not going to make that assumption. Like if I were to talk, like this is about how I'd talk about it in general, just like bringing up. I don't know. I just think in general, like with good reading, you want to think about multiple perspectives and points of view, right, and multiple ways of reading it, right? Like multiple ways that it can be read. Because that just I feel I'm seeing more perspectives. I think that's just a good good to do in general of just like finding ways to talk about art and stories and things that can be because if you understand the different ways that it could be read, then you can have a better. Why are these guys going down, taking 2 hits to go down? Huh, weird. But I don't know, that's just my advice, but hopefully that helps some. I don't know if I even know what I'm talking about. And I really want to do my what's it called, analysis series and get into reading more like literary theory and finding ways to talk about it on YouTube, because that way I can because I have my ideas just from talking about art and reading into art for so long and writing stuff, but like obviously they've been talking about this shit in academia, I'm sure, at least some of this shit for a while, just not with series that we know about. So yeah, kind of mildly curious about that, and I do think the analysis series is a good idea as a way to talk about concepts of art and writing and literary critique and stuff in a way that through a medium that I enjoy with anime and manga and video games. Like one of the ideas, because the Beginner's Guide is a cool game, and I also think it's a really good piece of media to talk about Death of the Author. Because like Lindsay also had a good Death of the Author video, but she does so through a piece of art that just has an adaptation, and she has how things she got out of it, right? Like in theory, you could have made that video with any piece of art, I feel like. Though I'm pretty sure she actually talks to the author. So that was an advantage that she had. But when I talk about Death of the Author, I want to do so with the Beginner's Guide, because it displays like part of the perspective of that game is the reading of the narrator, and that like the between and the sort of like play and ideals between. God, I need so many Orladen's keys and I don't know where to get them, and the interplay between like how their respective tastes in video games and also the unreliable narrator. And it's just like, I don't know, it's really interesting in itself, and then it also just works as a good way to explore the subject. So that's been a video I've been wanting to do for a while. Wish I could transfer all my Aladdin's needles into Aladdin's keys. That would be nice. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours? Okay. I forgot about time. It's not real. Okay. Keep exploring. Story connected. Oh, the final. Okay. Well, no, that's kind of what I was thinking about with like the way Araki talks about things, where it's like you're just there's a dissatisfaction because like the story's undone this thing that you did care about, right? Like it would be like for One Piece, like with carrying obviously Ace's death has such an impact on so many characters that if he would turned out to be alive, it would be like okay, well, what's the point of this? Like, how does this make the story better, right? Like, and that would be hard to reconcile. And so, yeah, like with that idea of the, what story is it, by the way, actually? Out of curiosity. Because like I said, I have my history with Your Lie in April. But I do want to rewatch that at some point. Oh, it would be. Ooh, I just had a thought of rewatching it with Spicy. Because we're within the den. We have, let's see, we're on episode 6 of Mushoku Tensei out of 10. So we have 4 more episodes of Mushoku Tensei, and then we're going to start doing some shorter stuff. And I don't know, Your Lie in April will be an interesting pick. Oh yeah, with the earlier discussion of assuming stuff about the creator. Yes, no. Look, if you pirate it if you have, because I pirated it and then I bought it later. Beginner's Guide is only 2 hours. It's just such a good experience, and it's basically a walking simulator. You walk around and get talked at by the guy who made the Stanley Parable, but it's still such an interesting there's a pretty good analysis on Steam. I think it covers a lot of aspects, and I had a couple conversations. There's a Steam guide I think that has a narrative walkthrough basically of just sort of explaining some narrative beats that I think was I don't know. I only got out of the 95% of the guide, only 5% of it was helpful to me, but I still liked it and thought it was interesting. But when I was also Jacob Geller's talked about it in a couple things. There was a relatively recent video he did where he talked this year. I mean, because it's one of the games he just thinks about a lot. But it's really good. Get it on sale or get it for free and play it, and then you helped me fight my demons while fighting real demons. I guess I'll tell you. Yeah, no, I'm just I don't know. I try to answer questions when people ask questions, and I don't know. I care a lot about art and stuff. Okay, see, so basically, I do this and I leave because I can't. This game does not want to give me Aladdin's keys. It's very sad. Where do I? Maybe I should. Hold on. Oh wait, no. Yeah, see, I don't want to do this. Yeah, because I open up way more at the other side. So, I'll remember that I didn't get this one, which is the 11. That was a light crystal. That's kind of worth getting. Because I don't know. For some reason, I keep thinking of there's a webtoon called Bastard, which is basically about the father's a serial killer and the son has been sort of dragged into it, but then when the father goes towards someone the son gets feelings towards, he wants to protect her. And it was a pretty good time. One of the better webtoons I've read. And it's spoilers, it does not do the thing. Oh, I guess or maybe it does kind of recontextualize some stuff, but I feel like it doesn't. No, oh shit, maybe I'm forgetting the ending. Maybe you're talking about Bastard. No, shit, now I'm forgetting how it went, totally, so, never mind. Ow. No, because now I think about, how did the ending go? Oh, yeah, shit, I'd have to skim through it again, and that had a click for me. Because I was pretty engaged, but because I read it, in the last of it in one sitting, I think. But now I've forgotten it, so it's not Bastard. Okay. I was like, oh man, there was this good one that had abuse called Bastard, and then it's Tanya's like, no, that was the one. And it's like, oh fuck, I just forgot about it. Okay, I'll say what it is. No, it's okay. Yeah, take your time. That's my favorite. Well, I guess it's not a webtoon because it's not in the vertical format, but it's my favorite manhwa. I guess there's The Horizon, which is a post-apocalyptic one. It's sort of some of the messaging reminded me of Girls' Last Tour, and it had some really neat imagery, especially in the last part. So yeah, I don't know. Because I keep reading webtoons, but I've yet to find one that I really, really like. The closest one was The Horizon, but that was it's not a webtoon, it's just a manhwa. So I clocked it, but it's not actually because I don't know, webtoons are specific. I think webtoons is specifically having that vertical format. So so yeah, like Bastard, or I'm reading The Greatest Estate Developer right now, which is the highest rated one on my anime list, which caught my eye, but it's not loving it yet, and I'm over halfway through, so I really don't think that's gonna change. Though the author also did another one called I've Become the Dragon King Shift Kubera. I've not read that one yet. I don't know if I have that one listed down. I'll try to remember to. I'll write that down just to hold on. Let me make sure there's no enemy in here. Okay. And then I'll write that down because I don't think I have written down. So because what I did for my webtoon backlog is so far it's like I went down the mal, like, because you can filter manga by like the category. So I filtered it by to webtoon, or not webtoon, manhwa, and then I wrote down the top 50 of them. And so that's like my webtoon backlog. And then webtoon. Okay, written it down. And so I have, so yeah, that's why I decided to read Greatest. And the other, it's like if there's an author I read, I'll probably like add other, even if I don't necessarily like it necessarily. I've noticed I'll just add it to my list. Like I didn't really love Gilgamesh, but it is unfinished, and so I might as well read the sequel, Night of Embers, or yeah, Greatest Estate Developer referenced oh fuck you fuckers. I'm just gonna run. Okay, that wasn't so bad. So yeah, I wrote down that the dragon, because it takes place in the same setting, even though right now it's been minorly referenced. So so far it might be more strongly referenced later in the future. So so yeah, I wasn't even paying attention, and he somehow didn't even hit me. Oh, do I have fire resistance or something? Wait, maybe I do have a 23 fire resistance, but because he did not seem to be doing very much damage to me, if any. So, I wonder if, or maybe it's my stats because I have 68 fire magic. Does that make me resist fire? I don't know. Because now it's going to go up to 69? 71, yeah. My wind went up too. My wind was not, I crit a fire crystal and that raised my wind. Is there a fucking, like, Naruto element effect where your skill in one attribute will raise with, I don't know. I don't understand the magic system. I'm just eating my crystals as I find them. The white women are right, crystals do have power. I made that joke, I think, streams ago. Oh, so, something funny you say? Okay. Yeah, do you hurt me? Okay, he does like it does like 7 damage every third shot. What the? I don't get it. Yes, this is what I wanted. Roladin's keys. Need more. I need like 5 more at least. So yeah, it was a good move to go this way, this direction. Yeah, that didn't even raise my fire any. Weird. Unless I'm just too fast. Where? FedEx room. Oh. He. Huh. That was unexpected lore, because I don't imagine this whole place is FedEx room. Oh, virulence. Okay, those are the enemy. Oh, I guess because this is so, huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess. Is this whole place called FedEx room? That's weird. Ugh. God, it's so satisfying to not be threatened by those virulents because they were so dangerous in Kingsfield 2. Okay, where am I going? I still have 2 more paths to go by. Okay, oh, it's MHA. Oh, it's and is it Endeavor? Okay. Um, gotcha. Oh yeah, with Dobby. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I could see that. Yeah. Um, Two Mage's not retroactive niceness and handling. Yeah. Um, and yeah. Okay. I still haven't reread MHA, so I'm kind of waiting for a lot of my you know, what's the word? Thoughts on the series, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. Bring up there was a video called "Anime Fans Are Really Dumb." It's about people who don't feel those kinds, but they ends up by recommending what? What? That's really funny. Well, because I mean, yeah, because I imagine like webtoons do have demographics, but it's not like, well, like in that they have like they're targeted to a certain audience. Like there's going to be, you know, ones that might be more aimed at women hypothetically, but they're probably not like filtered that way. Because that's the thing about like with magazines is like, you know, obviously it's like, oh, why is it called Shonen Jump? Oh, because it's targeted at young boys. Okay, well, what, you know, what other like, so they do have magazines targeted at other demographics, and it's like, yep, like shoujo and josei, right? And then that's kind of dominated so much of the sphere. But I don't know. There's definitely like a lot of cases where it's more arbitrary, I guess. Like I think about Kageki Shoujo, which it's like it started in a shoujo magazine, but now it runs in a seinen for like 2 or 3 volumes, and now it's been a seinen manga for like the other like 17. So it's like, that's helpful? Question mark. What is over here? Oh, there was something I missed. Okay, I haven't been checking my map very much because. Ow! I like just turned and see a face and it just hits me with a rock. There's something. There it is. There was something. Yummy earth crystal. Yeah, but yeah, with webtoons, it's not really like clear cut, or at least not stated outright like what. Okay, yeah, no, it's cool. I don't know if we I don't know, because MathWiz, you know, we've obviously talked about doing an end show for the MHA because it ended, and she obviously it's like, you know, pretty important to, you know, she's done some MHA videos, she liked it, so doing a big reread will be a nice assessment of it. So and yeah, I don't know, because I did have the idea of talking about doing a video on it, but who knows if how I'll frame it and whatnot. Yes, more Lansky's given me. Okay, now just the middle path. Out. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, because I guess another way to think I think about the demographic is on the Weep Crew server they've been, because Colleen manga's right, because she does shoujo manga obviously, but she's like has a I don't know, she's not, because it's like I remember that a while ago she was talking about Twitter about how like because you know apparently people will say to her that they don't go by demographic, they just read what's good, and criticizing them for it. But I don't know, it's like maybe some of her talking points or ways, like with her Don videos, she the author mentioned being influenced by shoujo manga, but she didn't like unpack that or wonder like, and if anything she said that she doesn't really feel that way at all. But like I don't know, she did a video where it's like things you could be watching instead of Don or shoujo or whatever, and it's like I don't know, it's like she's unhappy with the status quo of shonen fans being so dominant, which I completely understand, but then she's being very combative about it, which I don't think is necessarily going to be the way to convince them to read shoujo manga. So I was just thinking about that, and like how I don't know, it's like because I was thinking about doing a video on Children of the Whales, but I ended up not doing it because like I do like the manga and think it's interesting, but it's like I had an observation of it that didn't really come true, so I feel like I just need a bit of time to like sort out my feelings because I didn't really feel like doing it right away, at least. So I'd probably have to reread it. But I did want to do an analysis video on Show the Whales because I read it and I thought it was really good manga and it was really interesting. And I definitely, especially like it being like a fantasy adventure thing, but with a really cool setting and really cool artwork. It's like this is something that I think a lot of shonen fans could enjoy. But it's like because I did watch her video on it and it didn't really satisfy me. Is this just a start? No, this is not the start. But I have explored basically everything. So there was I'm gonna go back and use the Aladdin's key on that one, get that light crystal real quick in the northern room, and then I'll come back and teleport away. I don't know. So I was just thinking because like I agree, I want more people to read shoujo manga. I myself want to spend more time reading shoujo manga because I was doing it for like a volume a day, but I think Glass Mask burnt me out and I just like stopped. But like I don't know, the only because like I feel like the only way I'm really going to is by reading stuff that I find interesting, and I've been struggling. I've definitely been struggling to like just like read something and make a video about it, or watch something and make a video about it because I used to be able to do that really well, but I just haven't been able to do that anymore. So I don't know. Even though that would be hypothetically good for talking about shoujo stuff, because like I don't know where I'm at with my channel is like I feel like I can just do whatever I want, kind of like because I got my patrons, and you know, but I don't know. I don't know. Because the other way I had thought to talk about was just doing like a recommendation videos, like here's 5 shoujo manga you could read, and I did write a section for 7 Seeds, but then I just never did it, and then I stopped reading shoujo stuff. So okay, well I used all my Aladdin's keys here, and I think I opened up everything that needed an Aladdin's key, but I did not find that many Aladdin's keys. All right, I don't have any to go back to the poison path with. So that's unfortunate. I don't know, just something related to the topic of demographics that I've been thinking of lately. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna play. I've been playing for 2 hours. So I can play for longer. Because I cleared the. Well, I don't know. I kind of want to at least go far enough that I can backtrack and get my key of Atreus and then go home and teleport again. Because it's like I gave up the Lord Vessel, and I can't teleport everywhere anymore. No, I went too far. It's just so useful. Also, because it was bothering me, I'm gonna look up real quick and see. Oh yeah, I was catching up with Geats. That was the other thing. Oh yeah, Black Myth Wukong put out new stuff, and I want to check that out because I mean it's just boss rush stuff from it's not re-challenging bosses, but there's still new items and stuff. So I want to say that I've 100% of the game, and that includes. Have you played any Tales games? No, I've not. Yeah, I have like every time I literally went to one of the ROM sites and I saw there was a Tales game on PS2 recently uploaded there, and I was like, I don't know, because like every time like I just think of like I don't know the way I'm going through franchises and stuff by going through games from the beginning. It's like there's a level of excitement. Is this the Poison Path? No, this looked like the Poison Path. Like because so I've been interested because I feel like most people who play as Tales, it's like Symphonia, and then maybe they play some of the more recent ones. But why you blend really well with the background, Mr. Crenell. Okay, magic is ineffective in it. Okay, good to know. Good thing I have a really strong sword. The Triple Fang, my beloved. Oh, sweet. I'll take that. Killing every one of you fuckers now. If you're gonna give me Aladdin's keys. Um, oh, they have multiple spells. Gross. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just interested in playing because I did try Tales of Symphonia back when I had a GameCube, back like when it was relatively recent, and it didn't click with me. I wasn't really super. I remember there was the lady kept in the concentration camp, the old lady, and the main character's friend was like, we need to get her out or something. And that's one of my I vaguely remember that, but I just never really played very much of it. Because yeah, that's the thing is like yeah, I like because I like the idea of High Alpha Miracle because I just like like the idea excites me of going back to play all the games because then I can approach like playing these Kingsfield games before playing the Dark Souls games. So now whenever I see the Moonlight Sword in one of the games, I'll go Pog Moonlight Sword because it's so important in these games, right? Because I feel like it's a little different. Like obviously, like because I knew about it, I knew it was apparently in their oldest stuff, and apparently Patches is a reference to. I haven't seen a character named Patch in these games, so I don't know what he's. Maybe he's in Kingsfield 4, maybe he's in Shadow Tower, or maybe he's in Armored Core. That's the thing, right? Because I do know that because there's such a recurring thing throughout the Souls games that you notice them, but then there's also just the fact that it's like I really don't know where they originated. So I don't know. And then just yeah, like having the opportunity to talk about the games that people don't talk about and having like with my Shin Megami Tensei is I'm looking forward to eventually talking about all my favorite characters in each game. Not each game, but in the games that I had characters that I like. I don't want to do a full video on Shin Megami Tensei, but I did like the Chaos Hero, so having an outlet to talk about him is really cool. Ooh, this is I don't think I want to go. I did just save. I could try it. Will the game let me go over this bridge? Because I feel like it could. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. Everything's 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 not fine. Okay. Well. Oh yeah. See, it would really suck if to not because I don't have the Ichi's key, so I can't teleport back. No, I understand that because like that said, I think well, because I'm completionist, so mostly, so like thus far with Shin Megami Tensei is like the fact that I probably it would have been really hard to do that if not for the fact like I thought I was okay with the first one, like it definitely wasn't easy. I did use save states a couple times, but I was satisfied when I beat it, So let me do my push-ups real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because yeah, I'll say with the Shin Megami Tensei games is that like so far the two games that I liked the least I think were Another Bible, which was like a Game Boy not Game Boy Advance, just Game Boy strategy RPG, and it wasn't good, but it also wasn't that long either. So I wasn't like too frustrated. Like I don't know. It did like it at least had probably like I love. It's not really a video, but I do love like anime character names because they're so goofy and over the top. Like obviously with Dragon Ball you have like all the food themes and stuff, but like one of my favorite ones that I quote occasionally is in Hitman Reborn. The character doesn't even fucking do anything, but it's like Coyote Nougat, which is just such a silly name. And another Bible had the two rival characters. They were Freon and Ozone. And the idea of like having two rival characters named like they're like young girls, but they're like at odds with each other a bit, and the fact that like having them be named after fucking like climate change related terms is just like so absurd to me that like I thought it was really funny. So like so I got something out of the game even if I didn't like it. Like it's probably still my least favorite Megami Tensei game. The other one that I haven't really I tried, but it's another Last Bible Gaiden, which is a what is that? Can I hit you? Nope. Okay, might just ignore you fuckers. So yeah, it's just, that's my perspective of just like, I try to get something out of everything I go through. So like that's what I didn't really play much of another or Last Bible Gaiden because I wasn't enjoying it. But ooh, what the fuck is this? Um, and but that said, I still like I can see myself playing it in the future, like specifically because like I did a very grindy thing to go with what the because I read a lot of discussion about it and like party like basically because some of the mechanics with it with the party composition and just like this is the easiest part in the game, but then the first dungeon, the boss is incredibly hard, and so I feel like I don't know how to beat it without grinding a lot. So I feel like it's the kind of thing where I'd like put a video on in the background and grind a lot while playing it. So it's like, so I had the idea of just like I could beat it, but what I'd do is probably just like, I wouldn't be focusing on it very much. I just spend a lot of time grinding until maybe at a certain point it would just become much easier to play or something. Like I don't know, because it would be like at that point finishing it for the sake of like completion rather than because I think it's good or interesting. And yeah, also like yeah, it's burnout. Like that's the thing is I was hoping to play like this year I was hoping to play all the Megami Tensei games this year. I did play plus Persona 2 Eternal Punishment and Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. So I played most of them. Like I played Majin Tensei 2. I played Persona. I played Persona 2 It's Innocent Sin. I played Shin Megami Tensei if not this year, last year. No, that was last year. I played I feel like there was another long one in there. Last Bible 3. So I played a lot of games, but then I got burnt out because I played Persona 2 Innocent Sin, and it took me so long that I ended up feeling like, because the fact that Eternal Punishment is basically the same game, I didn't really, I couldn't really bring myself to play it quite yet because it was so. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at my cool thing that I got. Okay, that's ominous. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Nope, nothing happens. I eat the fossil. Quite unwise. But so I played a lot of Megami Tensei games this year, but I didn't play the ones I was really looking forward to because I got a little burnt out. But that said, I'm like hoping to get a video out of Persona 1 and 2. So now like I'm playing that not out of my backlog, but because I want to, and that means I could just like really just play when I play Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne whenever I want. Because it's like at this point I really don't, like I don't have to go in a linear fashion, right? Because it's like they're not like at this point like I do kind of like and I've already skipped some like obviously like Devil Summoner on the PSP isn't translated, so I haven't played like pure chronologically. I should have been playing that and Soul Hackers. But oh these guys are fucking me up. But like so Soul Hackers I could play, but I feel like if it's connected to Devil Summoner in any meaningful capacity, I'd like to be aware of that. And so same reason I'm not gonna play the Raito Kuzunoha games quite yet, or until Devil Summoner's play. And then Devil Children I also skipped because Devil Children Black is translated, but it's not translated very well. So if I learn more Japanese, that might be maybe I'll watch the anime and subtitle it, and then playing the game, I can do that in Japanese now, because I have another reason to want to play that too. But I don't know, it's just the whole thing. Dragon Quest, yeah, Dragon Quest 7. I haven't looked like yeah, I can see 100 hours is just a really long time because I do like the Dragon Quest games I have played. But oh my god, I bet that pathway just goes across to here. Hold on. Yeah, let me try that because I went this way. Or no, hold on. Yeah. And then... Because if this just takes me to that wooden bridge... Nope, maybe not. Yeah, I could see... Yeah, because like, I was interested in Dragon Quest 7 because I thought it was interesting that the... like how do you play 7 hours of it? Because are we playing the 3DS version or the PlayStation version? Because what made me interested in it, because I was originally gonna play the 3DS version, but Action Button in his Boku no Natsuyasumi. I didn't watch the whole Boku no Natsuyasumi review, but in the early part of it, the first like half an hour or so, he mentions how it has such a long opening, and that made me interested in it for that reason. But I can see that interest not carrying over across so many hours. So yeah, I feel it. Feel ya. Um, uh, but yeah, it's a whole, yeah. I don't know. I do like fundamentally enjoy JRPGs, so I feel like for grinding, like I was doing some grinding in a Blue Dragon, which I'll be talking about in a video next year. Because and I was just I just put on a D&D, not Critical Role, but same kind of thing. And just did some grinding, and it was fine. But I usually don't do that. That was a pretty exceptional thing. I was trying to set myself up for the rest of the game, and do some neat, allow myself to experiment more with certain mechanics by doing it, just because of how the game works, which I'll probably talk about in the video. But I don't know. Oh yeah, the opening's cool. Yeah, because that's what I was the most curious about with that game, because it's like, how do you play 7 hours of a JRPG and not have any combat? Like that's oh yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah, the first 3 levels you don't even shoot anything, and it's like that doesn't make any sense. But so like the idea sounds really cool. So I'm looking for it, because I think that's a Nexus Dragon Quest 6, which apparently the issue with that one is that it's linear, but it's not like, it doesn't tell you that, I guess, or it's like the world design, because I have been playing Dragon Quest from the beginning as well, because the direct influence, like, because both of those Megami Tensei and Dragon Quest I started because of the Pokemon podcast, which and like doing those, like those two just got me really interested in like playing franchises from the beginning, and so it's Namanji's fault. No, it's my fault. But okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, because I can see, I don't know, because with Dragon Quest, the combat is overall really simple. But luckily, I haven't personally needed to grind in any of the Dragon Quest games yet. Because it's always there as an option. But my personal playstyle with JRPGs is that I just try not to grind at all, unless there's a specific purpose. So like the only reason I did it in Persona 1 and 2 is because in Persona 1 I wanted to be the final boss with the special personas. And in Persona 2, I really regret it, because I really didn't need to do it, but I got really obsessed with the I don't know, because like when you level up a persona to level 8 and you turn it in, you get an item. And I remember being really concerned about that. Like I was like, I really need to do this for all of my personas. So thank God I have so many, so I can go back to the poison path easy. That's very great. Good, very good. So I spent a lot of time grinding to turn in all of my personas, except for the final personas in Persona 2. Because also I was trying to like level up the personas. Place at the beginning. Okay. Birthplace of the High Elves. Okay. Atreus. Oh wow. Orladin received his power from Atreus. Okay. Huh. I'm glad I did that. But yeah, so like I said, I try not to grind, and but with Persona 2 is like, I really, because what I ended up doing, because the problem is like they give you the final personas, but they're so high level that you can only cast like one or two spells before you have to like fucking heal. And how I ended up getting around that was I just like stocked up on the basic heal SP item that you can buy at the stores for 100, and which is really just one spell. But it's still like, it was enough to get me through the dungeons, and I had nothing to spend money on by that point in the game anyway. If anything, I just wish I could hold more than 99, because I was literally kind of running out by the end of some of those dungeons. But in retrospect, I would have shaved off like probably like a good like few hours off of my playtime just by not wasting my time leveling up personas that I was ultimately going to turn in for items that I never used. The levels probably helped, because the final boss did take me a while, but like not the hours I spent grinding. like spending 5 hours to grind to save like 20 minutes on the final boss, like, or whatever. I don't even think it took me 20 minutes that low. Well, it took me a minute for sure. But oh, thank God. I'm so glad to find all these Aladdin's keys, because I needed them. That said, I think this place has been pretty balanced so far in that I've used all of them that I found, more or less, but there's still the Path of Poison to go back to when I find more of them. So yeah, I think that's really what burnt me out of Persona 2 is playing it poorly like that. So when I play Eternal Punishment, I'm just going to because there are GameFAQs guides that sort of like walk you through step by step for what personas to use for the sake of like for the guide that I saw for Innocent Sin but didn't really follow except for the story stuff. It was actually recommending it for because it was going to give you 100% in case of like the fusion spells. Ooh, this is whoa. What is this? Huh. Okay. Nope, that doesn't help. Something I need to do in here? I don't see anything here. Oh! Okay. It's a dead body. Throne. Is this like Itchius or something, or? Oh, it's Aladdin. Okay. Also, it could one set of baby dragon decides the puppy to Harvine. When half of the palace was destroyed, Harvin vowed never again to have a dog. That's so fucking funny. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. That's something else. Anyway, I have a shitload of Aladdin's keys now, so I guess I need to go back and fully explore some, and then maybe I'll find out what to do with that. But yeah, like right now, my biggest reason to not play Persona and stuff is just that, like, I don't want to start stuff that I'm not going to finish this year. So I'm just going to try and finish what I started with a few of the things that I watched, and then either watch like something I can't finish this year, like that's ongoing, like a lot of the webtoons I've been or not webtoons, because I feel like on my phone, like at work during breaks and stuff, I'm either reading a webtoon or I'm reading a romance manga. Like I caught up to Uzaki-chan recently, and I've read like Komi-san that way. I've read Nagatoro. I read The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. Or I read I feel like I've read some more, but I can't remember what they were. Or I read webtoons. Like Lookism was for the longest one out. Shit was like fucking 5. It's almost 600 chapters now. Insane. And they're like I mean, each page quote unquote is a panel, but it's still like 150 to 200 panels or pages. So it's like Jesus Christ. So I'm trying to read ones that are ongoing and catch up, so that way I don't have to. I don't know. Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter, but it's just a little weird where it's like, oh, it's January 1st, but 1 minute past midnight, I already finished something because I was reading it last year. Like that just feels weird to me, so I want to try to avoid that. Yeah, see, that's the thing is I wonder how much of it is a localization, because there was also last time with what's it called, Yvette, where it's the truth glass is just trashing her, right? Like it's like, oh, Sal must be really excited to go back to her, or like, oh, just feign interest with what she's saying. Where it's like, I don't know, I'm wondering how much of that is the translate. Like I don't know, especially because there's the fact that there's literal just errors in the translation, like with or things that they got wrong, like with saying that in both like this game and the last game, or in the strategy guide and the a bunch of areas, just what was it like that the events of the first game took place on Melanat Island, which is just demonstrably not true, because the royal tomb was not there on Melanat Island. Uh, so you know, stuff like that, where and some translation differences, like obviously I mean, I imagine the word they're using, because like in Megami Tensei there's like the Fey class of demons, and they include both like fairies and elves, because I was thinking about how they were it was fairies in the first game, but then it was elves, high elves in Kingsfield 2 and 3, which is, again, I just feel like that's like that's how they translated Fey. Because I think there's another one that I remember hearing about, is because so in One Piece, the dwarves, apparently the word that is used for dwarves is actually just, it can also be translated as little people, which I feel when you think of like Gulliver's Island, which is what the Nolan story was referenced, like I feel like little people is probably a better translation for the dwarves, what the residents of Greenbit Island are in One Piece, rather than dwarves, because it's like they're, at least by the modern use of dwarves, it's like, yeah, they are small, literally small people, but they're not like bearded craftsmen, which is obviously what I think most people would think of when they think of dwarves, right? Like, they're little people, they're like naive children, and they're oh, I just put in Aladdin's key and got Aladdin's key. Fuck you. I wonder if Zelda's ever done that, where you just, you use the small key on the chest, you got a small key, and it's like, fuck you. That's so funny. See, that's humor, and that's humor that was not added by the localization team. That was just there in the game. But yeah, it is weird. Well, I mean, and they do have some stuff like that. Like I remember, Elizabeth, the mushroom lady, where she in Dark Souls 2, there's some item that mentions her beauty, and it's like, well, she isn't. If you play Dark Souls 1 and the DLC, you know what she looks like, and she's not particularly beautiful. So, but that's definitely a different kind of humor, where it's like, King Harvine vowed never to have another dog. And it's like the fact that it's King Harvine, who was this important lore figure in the last game, like that's so fucking funny. Like, and they did mention earlier in the game that his what's his face, Orladin was a trickster who got people killed for his tricks. So what a shithead. Oh boy. And yeah, it looks like I'll still have more than enough to spare for the poison path of poison. What is? Wait. Oh, that was just his fading body, I assume. Okay. One more. I'm glad that like every single one of these is giving another Aladdin's key, so I'm not really wasting any. Even if I that fucking one is so funny. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite Kingsfield game, and it's becoming not even close. Like, I like the other two, but I don't know, because it's I don't know, like seeing some of the backlogged reviews, and they're like I saw one for the Shadow Tower game where it's like, oh yeah, this is like the first playable FromSoft game, and I'm like, no, it's not. I liked him from the first one. Like, I like just literally from day one. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm down for this. Okay, perfect. I explored this whole side, so I'm gonna go save, and yeah, I want to finish exploring this area, this map at least, and then I can call it. I mean, yeah, I'm making some good ass progress though, so I do think that hopefully I can like finish all of the rest of it, because I wrote down stuff for everything, like except for the first area, or the final area rather. So oops, went too far. So I'm hoping that like next time I can finish up the stuff outside the final area, and then I mean that's it. If I go crazy and just go through stuff really quickly, I could in theory finish the final area next time. I don't foresee that, but it's not impossible. But I'm definitely getting to the point where it's like, yeah, I think this stream should be coming to an end sometime soon. Owie! Just gonna ignore you guys and save, and then I'll fight you on my way out. There was a save down here, right? No, I went the wrong way? No, I did not go the wrong way. It's just really long. Yeah, they're definitely like that. They're very different. Like I've been asked like, oh, are you are how difficult are these games compared to the Dark Souls games? And it's like they're difficult in different ways, so it's really not comparable. I think is my stance. You know, do you look into subject related stories you're going to? Not really. I know I should, or generally it like depends on like how interested I am in the thing or how much I like the thing. Like I didn't really look into more into Buddhism or Nietzschean philosophy when I talked about Bleach, for example. Even though I could, and that's what I do want to when I'm because I have one video idea talking about Aizen and Urahara, and since a big aspect of their character is the or their conflict is the Ubermensch versus the Last Man. I think it's a good idea to have my own understanding of that instead of relying on that one Reddit post. So can I just? Oh yeah, I can just do that. You know, and then I did look up some for because I have my other Aizen video that I'm planning on. I have a like a encyclopedia of Buddhist terms, so I did use that and to reference some stuff. More concepts rather than just reading the whole regular like Buddhism thing, I guess, which is yeah, I don't know. So and there's some stuff like so I actually scripted an entire kaiji video that I did not end up publishing or recording and stuff because and my the reason was because like I was literally doing my React streams at around the same time, reacting to my some of my videos, and I rewatched the Spread Fetch Wolf, and I mentioned doing the reading and having a good idea of where you're coming from when talking about a subject. And the reason I mentioned that was because can I even go across there? Doesn't seem like I can. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. You're fucking pissing me off. Jesus Christ. Oh, that raised my fire magic. Nice. Okay. Okay, come on. Okay. So and like because my kaiji video is very much discussing like capitalism and like or critique of capitalism rather, and but I haven't really read any you know like Marxist critique or anything. And I remember like while watching it on stream, I just had a pause of just like, oh, you know, like if I'm criticizing Super Professional for not doing the reading and understand the subjects that he's like talking about, while I myself am about to publish this kaiji video that in which I haven't really done the reading on the subjects I'm talking about, right? And like my Persona 1 and 2 video is also kind of like a similar response because my Danganronpa video I've been working on for so long, I kind of just wanted to finish it, even though a lot of the research I'm doing now I should have done before that Danganronpa video. So I'm sort of like making up for that by doing this Persona 1 and 2 video and talking about a similar subject but with more research backing and works from a different time period. You know, so like for my kaiji video, I absolutely want to do it, but it's like I want to have read more, like probably read, you know, Das Kapital or whatever, Marxist, you know, and then actually critiques of capitalism, and then some Marxist theory with of how to apply it to media and media, because which I also want to do for I guess to bring up the Magical Girl Lumiere Incorporated or Kabukicho, whatever it's called. Like I didn't really like the show, but I have had for a while the idea of doing a video on what's it called? Magical Girls and Capitalism, basically, where I want to talk about like first them generally because of like the relationship to toys and stuff. Then I also want to talk about like Ajumaja Doremi because Doremi is about it's like because the toys allow you to like you know they have the toys in the show, right, where you like to make the crafts out of beads and stuff. And so you have kids like using the toys to play Magical Girls, but also in the case of Doremi, they're using the toys to play capitalism, basically. As the girls themselves are also like they're doing capitalism. They're selling, they're running a store, right? And that's a very important thing for like becoming the witch queen. Which, as I'm just realizing now, is actually like what you can like say. It's like, oh, like yeah, the best witch is also the one who like succeeds at the store, right? So it's like the best magical girl show is the one that sells the most, you could say, in a sense. Which obviously, I don't really think that's what the show is necessarily saying, but it's like a thought I had right now. But then so Kabukicho Magical, it's like, yeah, it's literally about like business, like the working women, right? So there's which it necessarily hasn't really gone into that because like Power of Harmony or no Paradox of Harmony talks about like some of the issues working women face in Japan, and the show hasn't really gone into any of those yet. So I'm kind of curious as to if the manga does. And then I also want to talk about Madoka because I think Madoka is really interesting to look at from the Marxist lens because of QB and the incubators, and I think some of the messaging is really potentially really interesting to dig into. But so me doing the reading on Marxist critique and not only helps the Kaiji video, which I already have scripted, but also will help that Magical Girl video when I get around to it. So yeah, I'm not as good as it as I should be, but a lot of the reason my videos are slower to come out than they used to be is because of that exact reason. So Tales of Zestria and there's major component story kind of confusing. Oh, Shintoism. Okay, gotcha. That if you're confused, it can help. But then there's sometimes you can just get stuff out of it without having to know that knowledge, right? That's yeah. Okay. I have so many antidotes, I don't really care. Yeah, I'm just gonna use an antidote. Fuck you. I'm thirsty. Oh boy, lava. Very fun. Fun juice! Oh, do I kill that guy? Is that how I deal with this? What is... Oh, it's poison. I'm like, what's hurting me? So I can just, equipment... Elker's bow. Oh, is it a home on them? Maybe? Oh, wow, that's holy shit. Video game lava. Yay! Okay. A lot of time you can be fine, but yeah. Yeah, no, that and that I think that like honestly like that even goes like two series I went through this year. One was the Gilgamesh, the webtoon, and the other was Land of the Lustrous, and both of those are kind of like just from so with Land of the Lustrous, just from like Bleach and stuff, I understand enough about Buddhism that I could see what it was doing with kind of like inverting aspects of Buddhism and like being critical of them in a sense, with like the just without spoiling it, but False wants to seek approval, right? And she wants people to like recognize her by being someone she's not, and that is very much like, and that's sort of used because obviously with Buddhism it's like in seeking enlightenment you're achieving becoming a certain type of person, and so they sort of use that and like that, so that is like the inverse of Buddhism there, where it's like you can absolutely enjoy the story of Land of the Lustrous without that, right? But obviously there's that level of which I appreciated that in that way, where and also even just like the translator's notes were really helpful for me there because they were able to point at certain ideas that I did not recognize, like the name of Congo, the their master. I think that was Congo. Congo was his name. And like his true name and how that associates with Buddhism, like was able to help me get some stuff out of it. Stuff like that. But with Gilgamesh, I didn't really know anything about the original story, so I did go back. I looked it up on Wikipedia and I found a connection, which also kind of inverted it because in the webtoon Gilgamesh, the character is an immortal who he's literally like he literally shaved away some of his memories because he can't live with the pain of the losses that he's experienced. And in the actual the original epic of Gilgamesh, he has a friend and rival who he's cool with, and then that friend dies, and he seeks immortality, which I thought was kind of interesting just reading about it, just like obviously without having experienced the story, because he like obviously it's like seeing his friend die made him consider his own mortality and decide that he wants to live forever. But there's also like, especially comparing it to the webtoon Gilgamesh, is that he like he suffered this pain of loss, and he decided that he's going to bear that pain with him for the rest of his life. And I thought that was kind of interesting. Like, not that I know how the original explores that, if it does. The Wikipedia only really shared like what was at the end of his journey for immortality, and I thought it was interesting that because obviously I'm drawing that connection out of the comparison between it and the webtoon. So that's the wrong one. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's kind of like honestly, I think the same thing as like even just looking at writing or direction or just like understanding direction better is like there's so many different ways to appreciate a work of art, I guess. That you can enhance your knowledge in a lot, learning more about music and better understanding why like musical choices are made. Like that can also enhance your appreciation of a given work of art, right? But that's also a lot of things to learn about and understand. With my stance being there is that like I don't know, for me it's like I want to it's because of things that I like that I want to understand those things more. But though I do think it's good to have those foundations, like Journey to the West. If I liked it more, because it's a difficult book to read, but if I liked it more or found it more interesting, I would maybe dedicate more time to trying to understand the book itself. Because now I would say like I have interest in the book because I read it, but it's mostly I am more interested in its adaptations than I am the original novel. Not that I'm not interested in the original novel, like I mentioned, kind of wanting to see. I'd love to see a translation patch for Black Myth Wukong that matches terminology to the translation that I read, because they don't translate certain things the same way at all. That would just make it easier because right now it's like I could figure like Yao Guai and Demon are the same thing, but then there's some lines and quotes that are made, and it's like I'd have to remember exactly where those are in the fucking 2,000 page book to so it's just difficult. Like that's it, the book is difficult, and I didn't like it enough, and I'm not interested enough in the book itself to want to understand it better. But I can check out its adaptations. Like I like Black Myth Wukong. One I've had my eye on is I thought it was a show because it was a long-running action adventure thing, so I just assumed it was shonen, but it's actually a yosei manga. But there's Sayuki, or specifically, I think of it as like Sayuki Reloaded because that's what one of the anime and manga titles is called. So it's just like interesting, there's also like the live action adaptations because both of the there's the Chinese one and the monkey, the Japanese, that one was actually referenced in Mushoku Tensei because Nanahoshi was like singing the opening or humming the opening theme at one point. And I was like, oh, that's I didn't expect to see a reference to that in my that's just a skull. Oh, that probably goes on the headless skeleton. That's cool. Yeah. So I haven't gone through it yet, but I'm just passively interested in it because it's like, oh, cool. A Journey to the West adaptation for women who want to see the characters kiss. Let's fucking go! And just the fact that it's like, yeah, it's an anime that has probably like 100 episodes or so. That are all translated to English that I've never seen anybody ever bring up in any, at least I don't remember seeing it bring up, but now I have this other, this perspective on it because I've read the original work, right? So, will that allow me to get anything out of it that you can't just get out of it watching it? I don't know, but maybe. And yeah, the manga translation, there's so many manga, there's too many manga. They're not all translated, it sucks. I really hope I don't die, and I don't want to do this again. Because this is such a long area, but okay. Or this section of this area rather. Sorry, I want to focus on this instant death spikes. I can't just teleport out with the Ichiro's key because I don't have the Ichiro's key. You're alive. Okay. I still have a few choose keys. I think I already got this one because yep, it's open. Okay, okay, okay. There was also another Sayuki by another author, but it was like very short and I don't know. Oh yeah, and another one that I'm planning on getting into is because early like next year the Lies of P DLC is going to be released, which is cool, and I'm looking forward to that because I really like Lies of. No, I slipped and I fucking I fucked up. Oh, I have to do that again. No, it's been over 3 hours. Fuck. I don't want to do it again today. No, I don't have to do it again. Haha! I can't teleport. Fuck. I do have to do it again because I can't just. Hold on. Let me think. 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 Okay, because I can literally walk from here. Because I can go to Lake Noel. And I can go through the Path of Thieves. And I can get back to the hills. It's such a long way to go. Or I could do that one section again. That's really annoying and difficult. So it's like, do I do something easy that takes up my time, or do something long that, or do I something long like difficult that is harder to do? I don't know. I'll outsource that problem to the future. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save in a different file, so that I have both access to both. I'm going to do my push-ups, and then I'm going to call the stream, and I'll decide. Maybe I'll just do it. I'll get back to there after, like, off-stream. But if I die, then I'll have to do push-ups. I'll keep track of how many times I die, and I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I just won't want to play. I don't know. Because I also have to go to the bathroom. I figure it's just better to end the stream sooner rather than later. Do not save in that file. Okay. Okay, we have two options going forward, but yeah, we mostly did that. So, yeah, after that, it's basically just, yeah, that was almost all of that area, that side area. So it's oh wait, no, actually, hold on. Yeah, after that, it's literally just the final areas of the game. So, I'm literally almost done with that area. I basically just need to put the skull in, and because I have the skull, the demon's key. That's okay, sure. So anyway, all right, I'll figure that out by next time. So you'll either, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna handle it because I don't know, especially like doing off-stream stuff. It's like part of me I don't want to, but then there's also stuff like fighting the Dark Lurker in Dark Souls 2. I need to do a lot of grinding, because there's items that you can only get like by grinding certain enemies or playing online, and playing online might not be an option. So like, do I do the grinding off stream, or do I do it on stream and do like a Q&A stream or something like that? I don't know. So I'll decide. Anyway, so yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll see you again on Christmas Day for maybe I'll just go crazy and finish Kingsfield 3. Because I don't know. Actually, yeah, when I say it like that, maybe I will just like play off stream so that I can get to the back to the Orladin area and then run through it quickly, and then on Christmas I'll do the Poison Path and then go to the final area after finishing the. Yeah. All right. So yeah, thanks everybody. I'll see you guys next time.